We're in the middle of a chain reaction. You bored, Linda? You're right. You're tired, aren't you, Poppy? But good morning, everybody. I'm Lucy. This is Jewellery Maker, and this is my little friend, and we've not worked together in about a century. And I don't think she's slept the whole time we haven't worked together. She's so tired. Morning, Linda. That's lovely. It's all right with your nostrils then. That was gorgeous, that.
No, I'm all right now. I'm fine.
Linda, tell everybody why you're a little bit tired. What have you been up to for people who've not really met you or know much about you? What's been going on in your life that makes you so tired?
Yeah, just helping out my daughter with her little new baby twin girls.
Twins, little twin girlies. So, and there's a lot of people that have been tracking the situation. Could we have an update, please, on the girls?
Yes, so they're absolutely amazingly well. They're fantastic. They're getting big and fat, and they've got lots of rolls and munchable, and yeah, they're doing really, really well. It's just, you know.
Have they got really munchable legs?
Oh yes.
I like it when it's just like a bit chunky above the knees, and you can just go.
A bit like Kentucky chicken.
Yeah, we're not cannibals. Just to confirm that, we're just like, you know, when they're a little bit of.
Oh yeah.
Morning. Right, first of all, it's Vicky Gardner out there. Vicky, are you watching? One of our regulars. Vicky, guess what I've got for you today? I've got prey.
Hello.
It's Bambi. Come on, do a bit of modelling posing for us. What's that? That's Bambi, everybody. He's one of our technical operators. He'll be on cameras for us today. He's joined by his little companion, who's now doing weird little positions as well. Come on then, Thumper. We've got Bambi and Thumper. Bambi, otherwise known as Tom, and Thumper, otherwise known as Jack. This is Jack, everybody. Right, come on then, give us your best model pose. Oh. Now.
It looks a bit like a sculpture.
There's a bit of rivalry going on. Were you trying to give him advice then, Bambi?
It looks like blue steel.
You look like blue steel?
The move out of Zoolander.
Oh, the move out of Zoolander, if you've seen Zoolander. This is Jewellery Maker. Morning. I've also got Deanna with me, who is producing. You all right there, my lovely? She is indeedy. And then we've got Claire, who is directing, and Claire's just gone, hello! And also parading around the scene somewhere, in the abyss of somewhere, is Chloe as well. So we've got a cracking team, apart from, we've got Linda, but we'll cope. Linda, if you've not met her before, I am joking. Linda isn't just one of our guest designers, she's one of our resident designers. So she's been here since the very beginning of Jewellery Maker. She's part of the furniture. And I would say today, if you want to text in questions for Linda, she's here at your beck and call. And I would say the thing is with Linda, and quite often we'll have lots of designers who are specialists in lots of areas. For Linda, she covers all the genres, but what I think we should probably focus in today, because we've had some specific shows the last couple of days, let's get to beading basics. Now, Linda, I'm totally and utterly forgot to tell you, you're doing a special part of the show today, and I don't even think the producer news. Oh, you do know? You did get the message.
And I thought, thank you, Lucy.
But I think it's, in lots of the kits, we get monofilament.
Yeah, I do understand, yeah, I really do.
We'll get that.
We'll talk about it.
Brilliant, and maybe a little bit of demo about how to attach some fine art. That'd be great, thank you. You see, good job she's good pro, because then we can put her on the spot. If you would like to text in your questions to Linda, so for example, we had a question in the other day, not quite sure how to attach findings onto the monofilament. Maybe there's a weave that you're not quite sure on. Maybe it's simple things like making a pair of earrings, attaching a shepherd hook. So I think we'll get back to some of the basics in today's show, as well as showing a few more of the advanced techniques. The other thing for Linda and Sheila, who is her cousin, by the way, our resident designers, they are probably our two designers who at any given point have focused in on hair combs and tiaras. So if you've got any queries regarding hair combs and tiaras as well in today's show, you can text in to 60777. Now, there is a hair comb and tiara technique DVD, but I know that this is the season where a lot, you know, of that. So if that's all right, Sheila, because I know, yeah, we've got a beautiful tiara being featured in the show today. So any queries that you've got about gauges of wire that Linda uses, or the base metals, or the types of combs, etc. Linda is here at your beck and call today. Is that all right? I've just pimped you out. Is that all right?
That's fine, yes. Great, thank you. Yep, fine.
Fabulous, marvellous,
wonderful.
Lovely. Should we crack on with the show then? Should we have a look at your new kits in today's show? Or do you know what? No, let's keep them as a surprise. Let's mix it around a bit today. Let's mix it around. Oh, I tell you what, a dust in this studio. I'll be grateful when it's done. It'll be very exciting when it's done as well though. Right, we're going to start with an early bird special, and I have to warn you, this is going to be a little bit of a PR offer. Claire, Director Claire, please may I have the call screen at the ready, because I want to see the phone lines go bonkers. At the same time, DJ Deanna in the house, please can we cut the music? Thank you. Right. Why do I always get this chair? Is it just because my bum is very, like, squeaky? I don't think anyone else has this problem. Quite therapeutic, though, at the same time. Anyway, what we're going to do with this is we're going to take a hit on it. So, this is, we believe, it's registered in our system as new, but we believe you might have something a little bit similar before. We're going to show you the original intended price on it, but we're going to do a PR offer. Now, this is how it works. We're talking about PR offers, perhaps it was on yesterday on the show, saying, you know when you look in a shop window, did you know that quite often in the retail world, an item in that shop window will be priced way below what it costs to make, to get into the store, in order to entice you in, and then once you're in, the idea is you'll be surrounded by all the beautiful things and you'll buy more. I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to entice you in by taking this stupidly low, and then you're going to buy more in today's show. Does that sound like a deal? So if you don't want to buy anything in today's show, you might as well just not watch, because today's show is going to be packed full of fabulous things, and we're going to touch a lot on findings in today's show as well. So you really you've got a good stock building show, you've got a good essential show. If you're starting out, if you're more advanced, I've got everything in this show for you today. We're also going to cover a really good colour spectrum as well. Right, I've got people calling in. Thank you for trusting me already. This is going to be a PR offer. We're talking about a pendant box. So you actually get the plastic container itself as well, okay, which is a really useful size. And in here, I mean, you can always already see QB P060 is your code, okay? QB P060. We will take a massive hit on these, and the idea is you'll come in and get these. You're paying one post and packaging price at £2.95 or £4.95 if you like it delivered Royal Mail, or if you'd like it DPD couriered to you. And you'll open your order. Right, let's get these graphics on screen and let's get you shopping. So, oh, these are beautiful. Linda, they're just as gorgeous as we were hoping. We were talking about these before, we hadn't actually seen them. Right, let's start, because what you've got here, you've got a couple of sets. So you've got hearts, you've got rounds, you've got rectangles, and you've got square sets. Now with those, obviously you can make earrings because you've got matching pairs. There's more of you joining me there on the phone line. Thank you so much. This is the first one though. This is your large oval pendant. Look at the colours of this. This is beautiful. We're going to be taking this. It was supposed to be £16.95. Sorry, £17.95. Go on, you can take more off than that, Deanna. Get in trouble. Come on, the bosses aren't in. Paula's abroad. Do it. Just do it. Come on, take more off. Come on, I dare you. So £17.95. QBP060, you've got to trust me and get on the phone lines on this, because we're not just going to take a couple of pennies off or a couple of pounds off this. It needs to be worth our while, doesn't it? It needs to be worth our while to get you shopping to buy more later. So it's got to be worth your while. Ignore me today, I'm a bit overtired. I had a dream last night, it was on a spaceship that was also a cruise ship. It sent me all out of kilter today. Don't know what, is anyone can interpret dreams out there? You know when you have one of those days. Right, let's get some sizes for you. So, with this one here, let's get some sizes. The large oval is a measuring 22 by 30 millimeters on this. Look at that colour. You see, there's something a bit sort of, you know, shooting into space, seeing the aura of various planets. I'm seeing that there. Gorgeous. Jack, you're being called into the gallery, darling. Don't think you've got Deanna selected. Right, then you've got the large rectangle pendant. So these are the 2 independent pendants. The rest of them are pairs. It's giving you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pendants in total. Now this is a larger rectangle, and this one is measuring 15 by 20 millimeters on that one. Okay, now let's start getting into the pairs. So I'm going to show you these down here. So we've got the hearts, and these ones are measuring. We're going to really go to town. We're going to do a massive PR offer on this price at $17.95. Scrap $17.95, don't even worry about it. Okay, and the heart ones, these are measuring 19 by 20 millimeters. Then we've got the beautiful rounds. Look, you can see them all here. Now your rounds are measuring 16 millimeters. They're beautiful. You've got a good, decent size hole in here. The squares are also 16, did you say there, Deanna? 16 millimeters on. Okay, we've got lots of you taking these on the web. Oh my goodness, over a third of the stock's already gone. You're going to get some bargains today. And these size rectangles are? Okay, we'll just get those details back up for you. Thank you so much for joining me there on the phone lines. The initial price was apparently £17.95. That's not a Jewellery Maker price though, is it really? 15 by 20. So you've got 2 rectangles, you've got 2 squares, you've got 2 circles, you've got 2 hearts, and then you've got these absolutely beautiful pieces. Now, if I was to say you're getting 10 and we're going to do them less than £1 a piece, would you be happy? Yes, we're going to do less than £1 a piece and then some. 145 carats. You get the beautiful plastic box as well. And just to give you a heads up, our bundle offer in today's show is the purpley tones. You're going to absolutely love these today. More than £10 off. We've taken £11 off that price. Now, this is only until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, they're back up to $17.95, which I think is still a great price, because within the world of genuine gemstones, and of course let's not take away the fact that these are genuine gemstones, they were priced at $17.95 because they're not plastic, they're not glass, they're genuine gemstones. They're $6.95. It's a PR offer. We're obviously taking a hit on them, and you get the plastic storage box as well. They are beautiful. Lots of you there on the phone lines. Go for it, go for it, go for it. Bargainers, 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 and quite frankly I think you need them in life. Now Linda, with these ones here, would you go beaded, gem heavy, or would you tend to stick to more chain, or how would you sort of tend to work them?
I would like to see that one as a bit of a centre stage, and perhaps put some fine chain around it, and perhaps an odd amethyst within the chain.
Oh, lovely.
That would be really quite sophisticated, wouldn't it? Both of those would work with that.
And it would work amazingly well with the bundle that we've got in today's show.
Yes, it certainly
in fact,
would.
can we be cheeky? Can we get a sneaky peek of that necklace just there that you made on the bundle? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is to give you a little bit of a heads up about our bundle today, and you can see immediately how this colour palette of these banded agates will work so beautifully with the tonal quality of that bundle offer. Do you get the chain in the bundle offer then?
No, that's an extra.
So that's a little extra.
Yeah.
But we are having a section in today's show for chain as well. So that's the whole essence of today, is you can get everything you need. This looks ridiculous. I look like I should be in cabaret. I look like I should be Sally Bowles coming out of her boudoir. I'm not wearing this again. I feel like I look like Batwoman, Batgirl, Batman, in fact. Thank you. Batman. Oh! I just dropped it. I'd totally go there, it's all the way over there. Thanks, Jack. See, the beauty of it being agate is it's really hard wearing. Now, there's a lot of you there on the phone lines. I've got people buying more than one of these. Remember, this is only on offer at $6.95 until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, and you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. You are going to get 2 of these, aren't you? Because you can even get 2 for less than the price of the one tomorrow. Did that just make sense? The price tomorrow will be £17.95. So you can still get 2 of these for less than that price if you get it by 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. You can get 3, you can get 4, you can get 10. It's totally up to you. And for those of you who are shopping from us, and we are aware, we've got a lot of people shopping from the trade, We are way, we're taking a massive hit on these. If you want to buy these and then sell them on as individual pendants, you can. There's nothing legally to stop you from doing that. So if you're one of the people out there from a bead shop that's supplying the local area, go for it. Good for you. Why wouldn't you? Could you get these at a lower price anywhere else? Could you get them a lower price at wholesale? That is how good this offer is. Now, if you're from the trade, if you're somebody who only has ever made a piece of jewellery just for yourself, if you've never made a piece of jewellery before in your life and you're loving these genuine gemstone, beautiful pieces, grab them at £6.95. I tell you what as well, if you incorporate some of Laura Binding's techniques from the other day, you know, you could do some beautiful wire wrapping on these, but you could also cage them and make them into some lovely individual pendants. Okay, we are experiencing, obviously with this price, we're experiencing really high volumes of calls on the phone lines, which is indicating a little bit of a queue. We're looking at about 3 minutes and 36 seconds for the last person who's just called in. And if you're just calling in on top of that, remember it's a free phone number if you're calling off a landline. You can of course shop on our website as well, on jewellerymaker.com, and you can buy 20, 40, 90 million, trillion pieces from us today. It's only going to cost you £2.95 to have everything sent to you, and that's only one. So it's one post and packaging price every single. We offer that every single day of the week. So 7 days a week, it's just £2.95 to have a whole day's worth, and that's shopping from midnight to midnight. Okay, midnight to midnight. My thumb did a weird little clicky thing then. Does that look quite cool? It's like a second. I can do that. I shouldn't do it too much because of my rheumatoid arthritis. I can only do. Oh, Jack, quickly pop on screen and show us that. This is a party trick. Thanks for your patience there on the phone lines. This is what Jack can do with his thumbs. Ready?
Yeah.
I want to know what you were doing when you could discover you could do that. You can click your shoulders harder. So £6.90. I really hate this top. £6. It's really distracting me. And 95 pence. Let me just recap for you. So £17.95. We are taking a hit on these. This is to open your basket today. You've got the massive oval pendant. And I love the fact as well that you've got the natural banding on there. They're wicked, aren't they? Oh God, what is it today? Can't pick up anything. I've had my porridge as well. I know. I need Weetabix. Is that where I've gone wrong? Should have had my Weetabix. So you've got hearts, squares, rectangles and circles. Okay, so for those of you who are in the queue, once again, we know you're there. Thank you very much for your patience. We'll be with you as soon as we possibly can. Do you know what? I think we should probably, we've got lots of people waiting there on the phone lines, and I think that tiger's eye is going to go very, very quickly. So you've had a text in about my dream. Right, let's have a look at the text. So just to recap, if you've just tuned in, I had a dream last night. I was really into it though. You know when those dreams and you're like, oh, that'd have been a really good book, that'd make a good film. So here was the dream. My husband was a qualified astronaut, pilot and sailor in my dream. He works for Gems TV Extra. Oh, here we go. I've had a meaning in. So in my dream, I was on a cruise ship that was also going to be a spaceship. We never actually quite got anywhere because it broke down. Anyway, this is from Selena in Lincolnshire, and it says, "Morning Lucy and crew, morning Selena. Apparently, according to a book I have, if you're on a ship, it can mean travel, and space means learning." Ooh. I thought I like Selena in Lincolnshire. I'm going to go travelling. I'm going to learn when I travel. I'm going to Padstow in 2 weeks. It's about 4 hours in the car. I'm travelling there, aren't I? I'm going to go travelling and I'm going to learn. Bambi, where am I going? What am I going to learn?
Steve's going to take me to India.
Maybe Steve's going to take me to India.
Yeah.
Linda,
I know what, you're going to learn how to make Cornish pasties in Padstow. How about that?
I quite like that. I'm a bit of a one for a Cornish pasty.
There you go then.
Right, well, do you know what, Selena, if you've got a book, I might give you a daily update on my dreams. It's going to change your life. Selena, another part of my dream was the ship was going along, and the idea was you're on this cruise ship that built up such speed that then it shot into space. It's quite a cool, nifty dream. And there were some really handsome sailors in my dream as well, actually. But when we went up, I could see all these like dinosaurs flapping outside the window and all these castles. It was like we were going through a mystical land. And then it had come back into the sea. I didn't eat cheese before I went to sleep last night. And then it went back into the sea again, and then it went up again, and we'd go a bit higher. And we never actually ended up going anywhere. It broke down. And by that point, Drew had run off and I didn't know where he was. So Selena, if you've got any additional parts to my dream, fabulous. Right, should we set Linda her challenge? I'm sure you've heard enough of my ridiculous dreams now. Do you want to do this first? The queues on phone lines are pretty chocker, and this is just going to send them even haywire. Oh, really? Okay, no, we need to do these now because we've got a limited offer on them. Fair enough. We're going to give these to Linda. You're having these in your challenge today. These are backed by popular demand, so they're new in, but really they're backed by popular demand. Now, it's a beautiful tiger's eye. For those of you who don't know about tiger's eye, it's a gemstone that has, I mean, lots of you already know this. Are you all right there, Dar? Do you want some water?
Actually, I'd love a glass of water, please, if it's possible.
That's it, Jack's already out, like a little waiter. Jack, do you need to pull your trousers up?
Gosh.
No, it's the design of the trousers. So wearing a pair of trousers that looks like they're falling down. They're designed to look like that. Anyway, no, we certainly don't need to see your bottom. No. So, tiger's eye has a property that we called chatoyancy. Now, the best way to describe it is when a tiger's eye is static, it's almost like, well, a tiger's eye, a cat's eye image. But what happens with good quality tiger's eye is exactly what you're seeing here. We get movement, and then it actually changes position. So focus in on only one of those and watch it move. And it actually does move across the gemstone, the line, the eye part. That's what we call the chatoyancy. Now these are beautiful. We've got 100 carats of them. They're 6mm rounds and they're perfect rounds. They feel so beautiful. But don't you think when you look at tiger's eye, it feels like it looks like it feels like it should be a bit furry? Do you know what I mean by that, Linda?
I think
you
do.
do?
Yeah, I think I do. I wonder if it's because it's got that cat's eye property. So
yeah, and it's almost like it's brush strokes, isn't it? It's almost like it's fur. But I mean, it's so smooth. I've talked about it before. One of the first pieces of jewellery I bought from Gems TV when I started working here, many years ago, was a tiger's eye piece, and I still wear it now, and I get so many compliments from it. It's absolutely gorgeous. So we've got 100 carats of them available. Now it's stating yellow tiger's eye. This is pretty much your classic textbook colour of tiger's eye. We do have it in other colours as well. In fact, I know that we've got some green currently in stock, so if you're wanting the green available, I'd grab it as soon as you can. I think I got a piece of Fonzie first up to my lip gloss. Fonzie sends his love, by the way. He went to the vet yesterday. He was a very good boy. Very good boy. He had his teeth done and a manicure, pedicure. He is the most pampered rabbit in the world, yeah. He didn't have his teeth brushed. He just had them dealt with because they need clipping every now and again. So brave. Yeah, they clip his teeth, yeah. Rabbits, some bunny rabbits need it, I know. I don't know if it hurts him, he can't talk. He didn't squeal or anything, and he would squeal if he needed to squeal. Part of the set falling down, brilliant. Right, let's move on. So this is a full 38cm strand, 1,000 carats of genuine tiger's eye. They're brand new in today. Whoa, okay, Paula is not in the country. We're doing prices like £3.95 in the morning show. Add them onto your order. Right, let's get shopping. Do you know what? We've only got a few people on the phone lines now. Those queues have gone down very nicely. Thank you for your patience there. Get on the phone line. Right, you did get that box, didn't you? I did warn you that today is going to be jam-packed full of exciting things. Add these onto your order. It's only £2.95 delivery for all of your purchases all day. That's a Royal Mail delivery, and if you would like it to be sent with a courier, it's £4.95 for your purchases all day today. 100 carats of this tiger's eye for £3.95. I was expecting more like about $7.95. They're gonna sell out. They're gonna go. They're all gonna be allocated in the next few minutes. Hold the lines for me there. I can't guarantee you're all gonna be successful. Stay on the phone line. It's a good job it's a free phone number, isn't it? Because you're just going to be on the phone all day today. Okay, good luck on those. Linda, you're going to have these in your challenge today.
Excellent.
And they're going to work so beautifully. Let's go first of all to this picture jasper. Now, can I be quiet, please? Bambi is finding himself absolutely hilarious. That he's finding himself so amusing today. Aren't you? He's like, no, get away. Do you know who he's reminding me of today? He's like, put him up, put him up. You know, and the lion from The Wizard of Oz. He's like Bambi, and they're like, put him up. Because of your hair. Oh yes, that huge mane of hair you have on your head, that'll be it. Let's do these. I think we all need a break. You've still got a really good tan from your holiday, haven't you? Have you topped it up in your garden as well?
Yeah, well, it's faded loads.
Oh, it's faded loads, apparently. You are not going on a sunbed.
I'm going on holiday in 2 weeks.
You're going on holiday in 2 weeks. You're taking Vicky with you.
Vicky.
Your fabulous view of Vicky.
Afraid not.
Afraid not, Vicky. I'm sorry, I did try for you. Where are you going on your holiday?
Spain.
Spain. You've only just been to Greece. Is this really necessary?
I guess Thailand.
And you want to go to Thailand as well? No, I'd like to go to Thailand. Anyway, let's move on. Any road. How are we doing on stock levels on the Tiger's Eye, Diana? Oh, I'm so sorry. Right, just let me interrupt this for a moment. I've got so many people on the phone lines for that Tiger's Eye. It's just the final one's just been allocated. I'm so sorry. Have we still got some of the pendants left? We're just checking. We think they might have just all been allocated in the last couple of moments as well. It's not like we've even got low quantities. There's just masses of you wanting the deals. If you're currently on the phone lines for the Tiger's Eye, I'm so sorry. You need to put the phone down. Okay, we've got 4 boxes of the agate left, that's it. So if you want the agate, hold the line, you'll be answered in the order that you called in. Good luck, I'll give you an update in just a moment. The Tiger's Eye is currently all allocated. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. However, but look here, I tell you what as well, check again in an hour's time because we've got people who allocate their baskets and then decide not to have them or change the quantity that they'd like. So, for example, you might have just put 5 of those in and then you decide, actually, I only want 2 or just 1 of them. Come back into the system. So check again in an hour's time because that's how long we've got for baskets to be checked out. Okay, let's see what else we're going to be challenging Linda with today. So we've got these rectangle oval, rectangle, rounded off rectangles. They're rounded off rectangles, aren't they? And this beautiful pitch jasper now, the beautiful of pitch, oh, do you know what? I'll start getting on the phone lines again. This is going to be ridiculously low. Ridiculously low. Is this the call centre calling? Deanna's just gone, uh-oh. Let's find out. I'm so nosy. What was that, Deanna? Oh, right, okay. Right. That's bizarre. That was one of our security guards calling up, making sure we're doing everything properly. Right. Hi, Graham. Right. 390 carats in this strand. If you're interested in these, stay on the phone line. Because once you've got your place in that queue, you don't want to shift. 25 by 18 millimeters. Now these are big pieces. They are beautiful. Again, I do believe these were part of Laura Binding's challenge the other day, actually, when she had the copper wire. So if you see those beautiful pendants that she made, it was, wasn't it?
I think they were, yes. I think you're right.
Yeah. They're part of the bundle, weren't they? So if you didn't get the bundle, this is a way of you being able to get them as an individual strand. I'm going to put these up to my neckline. I think what's lovely about these is they're so versatile, and you'll see that the way that Linda decides to use them today. So alongside the tiger's eye, they're going to work beautifully. They're also going to look, they're screaming to be put with some smoky quartz as well, aren't they? Okay, just so you know, the queues are now no more on the phone lines. So if you're calling up to buy something, we've got a little bit of a queue if you're wanting to speak to our help team. But if you're calling up simply to add on to your order, no queues. Get dialing, get yourselves involved. So the code on these is YQP029. And it's the veins that I love on these. It's those natural markings that just, they give you inspiration as a jewellery maker. And they're all quite different, and yet some of them you could almost match up to be matching pairs of earrings as well, but every single one gives you a property that only Mother Nature can. Right, let's get adding on to your order. Free phone number 0800 644 655. They're 25 by 18 millimeters each, and they're £5.95. 390 carats of gemstones, £5.95, that's all they are. Let's pop them in the order, because they're one of these size of gemstones as well that I think is really, really useful, because they could be considered pendant size. They're a lovely versatile colour. There'd be really, there's so many things, I was going to say many and much in one go, there's so much that these can go with. They're going to be, they're in your staple stash, aren't they? You're excited about using those, Linda? She's got a...
Well, I love jasper anyway. I just like the diversity of jasper, but those are absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? Because they do suit everybody, that particular colour.
Yeah, that's it.
Because it's so earthy, isn't it? So
yeah, it won't sort of go and you're able to speak again. But they really look lovely on all skin tones.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about gemstone and any pieces of jewellery that you make, okay, they come on a temporary strand, so do try them by the neckline or on the wrist, and that's where gemstone bursts into life. I mean, you know, we make necklaces, we make bracelets, we put it together, we think, yeah, we're happy with that. We put them onto the bust that we've got here, we think, yeah, we're even happier now. But once you actually put it on, yeah, that's the point at which it really takes off.
And I knew Linda would be excited about these because she had a Linda face on. Linda has this face, because I know her so well now, so we've been working together so long, and she likes something, she's like this.
Eyebrow activity.
And it's just like, you can almost see the pieces being created in her mind. She's like, I'll put that there. It doesn't happen with all strands, but if she's really into strand, that's when it happens. So I knew she'd like these. Hi, Ed. Always. You all right, lovely? That's Ed, our sales manager. Don't look at what we've done this morning, yeah?
I'll come and say hello.
You want to come and say hello?
Yeah.
Good morning.
Hello.
This is Ed, everybody. He's our sales manager.
I haven't shaved. I better get off screen.
Thanks. Thank you.
Don't act like you don't love it.
Don't act like I don't love it. Okay. Oh, yes, that's really nice.
Never wash again.
See you later. You can leave now. We were slashing while you weren't here. Thank you. Bye. Right. Now, these are beautiful. It's really nice to have a challenge where you've got something big and chunky, and at the same time a little bit more delicate as well, and a completely different colour. Look at the vibrancy of these. I've got to be honest, I thought they were carnelian when I first saw them, but they are in fact amazingly colour consistent, as well as being perfectly colour matched and colour saturated red agate. They're faceted rounds and they're 4 millimeters. Now again, this is a full 38 centimetre strand. I'm thinking bead bead as soon as I see things like this.
I thought you might, yeah, that was my first thought. I don't know whether I will. I just love faceted 4mm gemstone because it is just so useful. You know, even straight away, if you don't know exactly what you're going to do with it, you'll find every single piece that you make will be enhanced by putting in a small, sparkly gemstone.
And that's exactly what this is. It's a small, sparkly gemstone, but at the same time, even though it's small, it's bursting. It's juicy with colour, isn't it? It's just with colour. And this is where I would love it if we could have a plastic alternative at the side of it, because it just screams genuine gemstone. It's that intensity of colour, it's that lustrous quality that we get from the facets. We're going to go way under £10 on this one again. This is such, do you know what? This is a really affordable show today where you can just get a lot for your money. Right, in that case, Diana, smash them. Yeah, slash them. Get them out the door. They've never been seen on screen before. We've got a big quantity in stock. Okay, here's what I want to do. Let's just stop the music for a minute. On my head be it. We've had a few technical difficulties with deliveries and some IT issues of late. And I really dislike it and it grates me. And you might have seen I put a message on Facebook the other day just to say we don't want the problems to be there any more than you do. And they are being rectified. But I do think that you need to be really valued as our customers. And a little thank you every now and again won't go amiss, will it? Just slash them. Take a hit on them, Deanna. Let's tell everybody out there thank you very much for watching. Let's do something to shock and amaze and let's get the phone lines rammed again. From what to what? Yeah, that's brilliant. Thank you very much. This is what we're about. Okay, you're watching Jewellery Maker. Let's see those phone lines illuminate again. If I can, I might chop these wings off. They're starting to annoy. Can I tie them up or something? Can you create me something jewel encrusted that's maybe a bit more? There we go. Lovely. Right, just call me Gok. Right, lots of you on the phone lines already. Don't get stuck in these big queues because we're going to do something great on these. If you don't like the price that we do, if you don't think it's fabulous enough, stick the phone down. It's a free phone number. Send them back if you've already processed your order. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. This is a type of strand you will never regret buying. Because like Linda said, every piece of jewellery really benefits from a wow factor, 4mm sparkly bead in there. There's 40 carats, a genuine red agate, and I would love you to compare these to plastic. Let me just show you something else that's coming up in the show a bit later. See, look at these with gold. That's really classy. That's an expensive look. Dare I say the word that you think's popping into my head? No. Ho, 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 ho. Just because it's gone past the longest, yeah, it's the longest day of the year. The nights start drawing in now. I know, that's it. Summer gone. It's the summer solstice yesterday, wasn't it? Okay. Me and my squeaky chair would like to say thank you very much for watching us and staying with us here at Jewellery Maker. If you like this price, buy them. If you're not impressed enough with the price, don't. £8.95. We're not doing this for the benefit of us. I can tell you that now. They're genuine gemstones. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful colour. If you've got some spare black onyx on one side, if you've got some spare black agate on one side, let's go to town, let's price slash it, let's get your stash of gemstones built up today. We've gone to £4.95 on them for 40 carats. At the end of the day, it's ultimately your decision, but you're not going to let those pass you by, are you, at that price? Not genuine red agate. And that's it, it's genuine gemstones, and we've got people multiple buying again. Okay, again, with this price on your screen, for this caliber, for this quality, we're going to experience some high volumes of calls, which inevitably will lead to some small queues. We are getting through calls as quick as we possibly can. And if you could see the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that have been dialing up so far today, we've got through every single one of your calls so far. £4.95. So you're all right, Deanna? What's the matter? Okay. Okay. Little phone call to Ed Munster. Talking about monsters, by the way, we might have a special guest at 12 o'clock on today's show. Depending if he feels like making an appearance on screen or not. I'm really hoping so. There was talk yesterday from my very good friend Fee that the Jade monster might be making an appearance at 12 o'clock today. Jade is her nearly 3-year-old little boy. £4.95. I think. Okay, just bear with me there on the phone lines. Okay. I really don't want to say that we've got a technical difficulty. Okay, no, we don't have a technical difficulty. It's fine. Stay on the phone lines and buy as many as you like. Phew, that could have been embarrassing. So £4.95. We've got plenty of these in stock for you, hence why we can take a real hit on them. Go for it. Thank you. Do you know what? We're just going to have a show like this today. So let me recap so far what's happened with Linda's challenge. So far, we've got the gorgeous jasper. the tiger's eye and the faceted agate. And I think not only is it a lovely combination of colour, but a combination of texture and surface lustre. And there's a bang from some building work, hence the apologies in today's show. So we've got another strand. Now this strand, it gives us a bit more sort of an iridescent look to the combination of gemstones. Whether Linda decides to use them all together, keep them all separate, it's completely her prerogative. But it's going to be great to give you a bit of an idea, especially if you go for these exact ones as well. Thank you for that, Claire. It's her prerogative. Lots of you there again on the phone lines. Thank you very much for your patience. You should all be successful in getting at least one of those strands, but that price, you might as well get two, because they're on offer. Now, so far, just to let you know as well, all the price slashes we've offered so far in today's show are only available until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, or as long as stocks last, which in some instances are gone already. We're all right for the red agate though, we've got plenty of those, so keep buying, keep buying. And if you love your beady beads, must have really, must have. Now, bit of a different look with these, because we moved to a slightly different feel of colour palette, bringing in, I want to say, a pastel quality and yet some integrity of colour as well. But what's really lovely as well is the different textures that you've got. They've got some incredible clarity. Incredible. She's so cute. You're very cute. Incredible. Oh, we're going to do the price slash. What a surprise. This is just call us Price Slash Friday. Let's just have Price Slash Friday.
Slasher loose.
Would you like to just see what Linda just did? Can you, Linda, could you direct that please straight down camera 3?
Slasher loose.
If you've just joined us here at Jewellery Maker, we're not your typical shopping channel, and that is my example of why. Welcome to the madhouse, but we are going to do Slasher loose. I'm liking it, Linda. I'm liking it. Now with these, again, not only you've got a visual different texture, but you've actually got a different texture physically with your hands. And let's face it, you're making handmade jewellery, the way something feels is going to be really important. Once again, hold the phone lines there for me. Thank you very, very much. You've definitely been successful in getting at least one of those red agate strands if you're on the phone lines currently at the moment. That's during the live show. It's coming up for 9:45. 45 minutes, I haven't shifted over there yet, have I? They're so smooth. They do feel beautiful. Right, let's do another price slash for you. They're sizable, they're 2 centimetres in diameter. So at £14.95, cracking price, brilliant price. They're gemstones. And I think, chair's ridiculous. Okay, lots of you starting to stack up there already. We are going to price slash, and I do think, particularly for me, I can get quite complacent about the prices of gemstones here, but do price comparisons to elsewhere and do price comparisons to coloured plastic and coloured glass, because they have to be found in the ground, colour matched, drilled, faceted, polished, drilled to then get on the strand, brought over to us here in the UK, sent out to you. The whole telly thing has to happen. There's a lot that goes into every single strand. So just taking, you know, taking them to £9.95, just taking a £5 off, like you do. £5 off, beautiful. Do you know what? That means that now you can justify the purchase of your agate as well, can't you? They really are stunning, and I do think some delicate pinks in there, you know, if we had some pink pearls or something, which we haven't got in the challenge for Linda today, but that really will bring in a nice different touch. Right, I'm not done here. Let's stop the music. It stopped. I don't know why I just asked for that to be stopped. It had already stopped. Findings. Let's talk about findings, because without them, you can't make jewellery. I take that back. You can. You can make stretchy elasticated bracelets without findings. If you're really clever with some knotting, you could get away without some findings. It's not a great deal you can do without findings. Now, when it comes to findings, there'll be two different not probably two definite different schools of thought, but there's different schools of thoughts about where to go to with findings. So you can go for either solid 925 sterling silver, or you can go for a plated alternative, and both have their place in jewellery making. For me, if I choose to use genuine gemstones, depending on the quality and depending on what I'm making, I want to use silver. For some other designs, I'd want to use perhaps a silver plated copper, and depending on the gemstone I'm going to use as well, you do get a slightly different look from silver to silver plated. The beauty of silver plated is it's a lower price than silver. Unless you're shopping from Jewellery Maker, there's not a lot in it. If you've been able to buy silver in at the price that we have. Now here at Jewellery Maker, we are one of the largest stores for genuine gemstones and jewellery in the world, being a part of the Genuine Gemstone Company, which is Gems TV and Gems TV Extra as well. So if anyone is going to get a deal on silver, and I mean pure 925 sterling silver, we are. I've got a deluxe finding packs for you. Now, first of all, let me show you. You do get you don't get 6 meters of elastic here. You get about 3 million. It's guaranteed 6 meters. You get tons of elastic. Okay, so you're going to get this reel, tons of it, tons of elastic, and you're also going to get 50 meters of 0.38 beading thread. Okay, right, Deanna, talk to me. No, can't do that. No, we can't. Working on something. Yeah. Okay, cool. You are going to get the lowest price it's ever been to. Guaranteed. I think we need to have a look what there is. Right. This is a real investment for jewellery makers, and I'm not making, when I use the word investment, I'm not talking financially or anything, because legally I'm not allowed to. I'm talking about the opportunities that this gives you. Because the worst thing that you can do is be halfway through a design and run out of findings, and how many of us have had that experience? Or you have to compromise your designs for the findings that you've got. So not only have you got your basic essential findings in here, you've got findings that can take you to a slightly different level as well. Excuse me. Right. Just so you know, the original price on it was higher than you're going to be getting it for today. But look at this. You're also going to get 1 metre of the suede cord. Okay, so there you go. So you're going to get 1 metre of that. Okay, right. Let's get nitty gritty on this. It's not going to be just a whimsical purchase. This is solid 925 sterling silver. Have a look at the price of silver elsewhere, and if we haven't beaten the pants off anywhere else that you could get this box for, we want to know about it. I'm going to start with chain. Okay, you're going to get this beautiful chain. Beautiful, 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 beautiful chain. 1 metre of 925 sterling silver chain. Have a look at how much 1 metre of 925 sterling silver chain could cost you elsewhere. I know that you probably need the weight, but you've got 1 metre there. How much does it cost just for a plain 925 sterling silver curb chain? Okay? 1 metre of chain. I've just called that a curb chain. I think I'm out of terminology. I'll confirm the type of chain on that for you. I'm having a brain blurt moment. Right, you've then got these. And these are brilliant for using your organza ribbon. They're great for using for your cord endings. It is, I thought that, yeah. We're thinking it's actually named a Belcher chain. I nearly said curb, and then Belcher, and then I was like, but Prince William, and and they all started coming into my head. I was like, ah! Don't often talk about chains on here. So this works as an extender chain. It's got your lobster claw clasp on and your 2 pincers at either end, and you literally just put the leather or the ribbon in there, and you squeeze and squeeze and squeeze, and it's secure. Okay, so you're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4 of these, okay? I'm not gonna take everything else out of the bag because I've got it all here. In fact, let's have a look at the picture. You've got tons, and I'm talking absolutely tons. This is going to keep you going for ages. So you've got 15 flat head pins, you've got 20 7mm closed jump rings, you've got 5 vault ring clasps, you've got 15 head pins, you've got 50 crimp beads, you've got 20 silver beads, you've got 50 meters of wire, you've got a plastic container with 12 compartments, you've got a meter of black leather cord, you've got 15 silver eye pins, you've got 5 of the lobster claw clasps, you've got 5 pairs of shepherd hooks, you've got 27mm open jump rings, you've got 2 lots of the toggle clasps, you've got 5 pairs of the earring posts and butterfly backs, you've got 4 of the fold over leather clasps, you've got a reel of the clear elastic, which is at least 6 meters, and you have a meter of 925 sterling silver chain, and we're looking at under £90, under 80, under 70, under 60. This isn't going to be a price that's available for everybody because if it might not be something that's in your budget right now. If it is, my word, where else could you get this deal? It's previously been $49.95. We bought this in when silver was a really, really low price, hence your incredible deal of £44.95. And let's see how many people we've now got on the phone lines. NEG P14, tons of you there. This is amazing, amazing deal on silver, and I can tell you now, this is not a price that we can guarantee we can sustain. Silver, as well as gold, fluctuates all the time. I think it's a bit lower than it was a couple of months ago, but certainly nowhere near as where it was a couple of years ago. And you know, silver is so popular at the moment, people are choosing it over gold. Gold got to such a high price, it was being sold in vending machines on a daily basis. They started off in Frankfurt Airport, where you could literally, you could literally go and buy pieces of gold. And there's talk that silver might be going the same way. Interesting. I mean, I can't say that we can guarantee to make you a millionaire, but if the price shoots up through the roof of silver, we're not going to be able to sustain that. I can't say it definitely will. I certainly can't say it won't. We don't know. The predictions are all over the shop, but $44.95, what I can guarantee in the current market today, that is an incredibly great price for all of that silver, and it'll keep you going and going and going. Right, I've been gas bagging that I bored myself senseless. I'm going to go and get Linda to bore you now. Excuse me, have you got everything there? Or do I need
some tiger's eye, please?
Okay. I'm coming over. With me, Jemima Puddle Duck. Look, can't see it as much today.
Sorry, Lux, can you get in?
I can get in, just cheeky. Here you are, my lovely.
Thank you.
So what else has been happening in the world of Linda?
Pass. That's
twins.
literally what happens. The days just meld into
But how lovely.
days and nights. It's fantastic, yeah.
Oh yes, thank you for your patience again on the phone lines. We'll be with you as soon as we can. You've all currently been successful on the phone lines with that silver binding sack. And the silver findings pack if you'd like it. So Linda, what are you thinking? So you've got the tiger's eye, the picture jasper, the multicoloured quartz, and the red agate, and then all those findings.
Those lovely findings, yes. Yeah, well, we have the opportunity with this challenge to make some really nice contemporary jewellery with the agate and the jasper. And then we have an opportunity to make something a little bit more delicate. So there's two opportunities here. If you like your big, bold jewellery, then you can go there perhaps by throwing in some wire and things like that, particularly on the jasper. And then with the beautiful red agates and the tiger's eye, you have the opportunity to make something fairly delicate, particularly because we've got the gorgeous, delicate chain, a metre of, and trust me, that is a bonus.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in the Jewellery Quarter in Birmingham a couple of weeks ago, specifically looking at silver chains, and they were selling them, I think, in 9 inches, and they were expensive.
Yeah, really.
But this particular chain covers a lot of bases because it's quite fine in its links. So consequently, you can double that chain up, you know, so you can get those that delicate chain look that's quite in the shops at the minute, because chain's really hot at the moment. I mean, the chain that you had on yesterday was stunning.
Yeah, I think it all went.
And but then consequently, if you just want to make yourself a nice delicate pendant, you've got your delicate chain there to attach that to as well. I haven't had tiger's eye in absolutely yonks, so I'm really excited about that. I am truly. I think I got a little bit blasé about tiger's eye because we were seeing it fairly regularly in its various forms, but this is the first time for a long time that I've seen this beautiful golden brown tiger's eye, which, trust me, is just stunning. It really is. It's just beautiful.
Oh, look who it is. Oh, your partner in
She's
crime.
just gone like that. Sheila just popped in the studio and did that.
Come on, Sheila. Come on. Now, if you just said before, if you joined us before and I said there are two of them, this is the other one.
Yeah.
There they are.
The other
You smell
bookend.
nice. Thank you. How unusual. The ladies.
What camera am I on that one? Yeah.
What are you doing?
I've come to see Ed about my bits and bobs.
Do you not think you're in the wrong place?
They couldn't fit me in today. Are you all alright?
Yeah, they were. They're not disturbed now.
Sorry, are you alright?
I'm fine, thank you. Oh, I don't like it. I've been talking about this. I think it looks like a...
Yeah, I won't disturb you anymore. Have a lovely weekend, guys. Bye.
Hi, darling. Pulling faces at each other. Yeah, she went, I like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Any rule, before we were rudely interrupted by your partner in crime.
Yeah.
They're cousins, by the way. And as nutty as each other. Ed's popped down here. Sheila's come to see you about her bits and bobs. He's looking quite excited about that. Marvellous. Anyway, we better behave ourselves now because we've got some visitors in the studio. Before we go completely naughty. Did you just hear that?
No.
Sheila's coming to see you about her bits and bobs.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Oh, he knows.
Yeah, I said you're in the wrong place. Hello, ladies!
Workshop with us today.
We've got, do you know what? I'm just going to talk about the rest of this with Linda and then we're going to meet some fabulous people. So do you think you'll go down the two routes, the delicate and then the chunky?
Yes, I think I will, actually.
Right.
And then hopefully have enough to mix those two looks together.
Fab.
So we've got sort of a chunky, a delicate, and a chunky delicate put together. Fingers crossed.
A chunky and a delicate and a chunky and delicate put together. Marvellous, thank you very kindly. Well, we'll have a catch up throughout the show. And of course, Linda has prepared 3 brand spanking new kits. Now, I tell you what, you're very nosy. Do you know, I looked over and they're like that. What's she got? What's she got on today's show? Well, they've got, you're not looking at my food, you're looking at the challenge. Fair enough, that's Fiona, I tell you can't take her anywhere. Right then, so here in the studio, we have got the fabulous... I would get up, and no, you're not fabulous, Ed. In my 90s.
I thought that was my intro.
No, you can move, darling, you're not important.
And
We've got one of our... Hello, my sweet. She's only being nice for telly, she hates him.
I've had one of your bits now.
Yeah, you've got me bits.
Sheila's only got
me bobs. We'll leave that there.
Yeah.
Who needs loose women, I tell you. So, taking place here in the building site that is a Genuine Gemstone company at the moment, in one of our courses and one of our workshops. Now, we run workshops for a different variety of different genres of jewellery making. But Natalia, who was with us yesterday to do the metal clay, is what? I have no idea who's put pigs in space with the labelling machine. That looks screaming Jenny, that, isn't it, really? Yeah. Here's my supplies, and this is my makeup bag. You can see it all behind the scenes. We've got a lovely group of ladies joining Natalia on one of her workshop days today, and this is for metal clay. Yes, any of this? This is all for the copper clay stage. Yeah. So, hello and welcome. And are you camera shy? No. Come on in. Come on in. Oh, Natalia, I like your top. That's lovely. I like the different textures. Here we are. Hello, everybody. Come on in. Oh, we're so used to being on screen. So, Natalia's other half's also in there. Did you get your message on the telly yesterday? Did you not? Did you not watch the repeat of the show? How rude. Did you not get your little message in the book? You did mean that you loved him. I'm not putting my foot in it, did I? There's a little I love you message from yesterday, yeah. So this is Natalia, of course, who is world famous Natalia Coleman, who's fabulous. Hello. There you go. And so we're joined by a fabulous group of ladies as well. So we've got Sally, was going to call you Copper Clay then, that's not your name.
No.
Sally, this is your third
time,
workshop.
yeah.
So what other workshops have you done?
Silver clay, where I first met Natalia, and
Yeah.
then I've done polymer clay, where I think I met Linda.
That's true. Yeah, you did.
Fabulous, and your necklace is absolutely fabulous. I'm
Yeah.
absolutely loving
Really
this.
tight rhodonite.
Yeah, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous, and the whole set. Oh, whole kit and caboodle, loving that, fabulous. Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back as well to Fiona, who I've obviously spoken to several times before, and we have a little bit of a gas bag on Facebook every now and again. We do. All good in your world?
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad, good, fabulous. Last time I saw Fiona was she was on the Sunday sofa, which will return in a whole different way. Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, there's lots of, I just want to go, this is what's happening, blah, 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 but I just can't because there's so much happening, exciting. And then Alison, welcome, hello, nice to meet you. Earrings are absolutely gorgeous. That's Natalia, we don't need to bother with you. Philippa, you got the coral.
I did.
They sold out quicker than one of the quickest things ever. Got two, that's who you can blame for not getting it then. Philippa, welcome. Have you done any of the courses before?
No, this is the first.
First one?
First of many.
First of many. It does become ridiculously addictive.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
£4,000 worth so far.
Do you know what though? Has it made you happy?
Oh, immensely. Immensely.
Now, I just have to say a disclaimer on telly. If you spend £4,000 with Jewellery Maker, I can't guarantee it will make you happy. However, it has worked for Philippa. Fabulous. I think we can safely say in the nicest possible way that you are an addict.
Definitely.
And we probably need to set up some addict groups where we can all shop together.
My name's Philippa and I'm a jewellery maker.
That's exactly what it'd be like.
You need to shave it there.
Don't get him on screen, he's unkempt. And who do we have here? The next one. Mary, lovely to meet you. I really like your top actually, that's very me. We can talk fashion later. And is this your first course today?
It's the first one, so really looking forward to that.
Fabulous. Have you made anything yet so far today?
No.
Not got stuck in yet.
We've had
Just
coffee, yeah.
gas bagging. Best way. And then Ruth, loving your outfit as well, looking fabulous. And is this your first course?
Very first, Mary dragged me along, kicking and screaming.
Kicking and screaming. You got dragged along by Mary, kicking and screaming. Well, I can guarantee you'll start dragging other people along now.
Calm.
And now you're calm. You're on live TV, of course you're calm. So, they will be having a fantastic, fantastic day today. We've got a lot of different workshops taking place. Probably my favourite part is the lunch, and I will be up to eat lunch with you because the sausage rolls are immense. There are sausage rolls today, aren't there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good. So have an amazing, amazing day, and you get to take home at the end of the day what you've made as well. So some really gorgeous pieces to be made today. And if you would like to join us on any of our other workshops, in fact, the one specifically with Natalia for the silver clay, here is how you can do it.
Want to learn more about silver clay? Then why not come and join us on our silver clay course? Join professional art clay instructor Natalia Coleman as she guides you through the techniques of handling, shaping, forming and firing silver clay. Then you'll be given the chance to design and create your own jewellery, which you can take home. During the course of the day, you'll get to have a backstage tour of the studios, meet the presenters and take a trip to our jewellery shop. The full course includes 20 grams of art clay, use of all relevant tools, buffet-style lunch and refreshments, all for £89. For details on course dates and availability, contact our call centre now on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Our standard delivery is now only £2.95 per day, regardless of how many pieces of jewellery are added to your order. Delivery takes between 4 to 6 working days, and if you want your jewellery quicker, simply speak to our call centre about our premium delivery service. Add to your collection with our Beading Basics DVD, which introduces you to some simple but effective beading techniques. Join some familiar faces as you follow our guest designers through their easy step-by-step tutorials. You'll be shown techniques such as the woven leaf pendant, the 3-strand weave, and many more. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills. There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the homepage, where you'll be able to see all the products that have been in today's show. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Tell you what, there's a lot more than initially meets the that meets the eye with this kit. Just getting it all out here. Yeah. I'm so sorry if I've just gone quiet. I've got loads here that, right. This is gonna be bonkers. You get 2 beautifully substantial sized pendants included in this kit. That is gloriously gorgeous. That's a massive 75 carat piece of white jade, white Chinese jade, 40 by 30 millimeters. And then we've also got this, oh, glamour, my lingerie top thing, which isn't really, by the way, not really here wearing my underwear or my nightie. Same size, 40 by 30, it's 65 carats, this is black onyx. Both of them, you can just see it there actually at that angle, both of them have been drilled at the top, quite a substantial size hole there. Okay, so you're gonna get both of those pendants. Both of them, they're beautiful. You do then get, I'll just go through your basics, so your essential threading material, so 50 meters of beading thread, 6 meters of clear elastic, and 80 meters of 0.25 monofilament. We are going to be touching on how to use this in the show today. I love those earrings you've done with the wire around the front of them. Yeah, and the bracelet, they're gorgeous. They're really gorgeous. Just have a look at these earrings for me, because you get wire in this kit as well. I will go through the whole details for the wire. They're gorgeous. They're really gorgeous. Oh, yeah. Right, we'll have a proper look. So I just got distracted then. So far, 2 big, substantial, beautiful pendants. All the threading materials, large and small organza gift bags. and 43 pieces of solid 925 sterling silver, which are 10 head pins, 10 eye pins, 2 pairs of shepherd hooks, and 9 jump rings, 3 of which are split rings, which are like keyring fobs, and then 10 crump beads. Now, you haven't got any bolt ring clasps in there, but you can create your own clasps out of your head pins and your eye pins, so it gives you a bit more versatility. So 43 pieces, 95 cents. Right, all of that is brilliant. We're going so low on this. You also get in this kit real pearls. Now look at the beauty of these. I bet you loved using these, Linda.
I absolutely adore the contrast.
Every strand's got a different texture.
Yes, yeah, it has, and that's exactly what you get with this kit. You get a textured look, very much so because of the addition of the lava rock.
And because the different sizes as well, you get loads of versatility. So you've got the glamour and the elegance of these delicate, dinky little rice pearls, which are 5 to 6 millimeters each. They're really, really, really pretty. They're real pearls, real pearls. Lots of people allocating to this baskets already. You've then got now rutilated quartz is massive at the moment. Some of the world's biggest, most popular designers are using a rutilated quartz. And they're 8 to 9 millimeters approximately in size. You can see that they're nugget shaped and there's 200 carats. So that gives you a very soft monochrome element. And then to bring in completely different texture again are these fabulous pieces of the lava rock. And these are measuring 14 millimeters in diameter. I just want to stress something to you. The lava rock we now have is a world away from the lava rock that we had about even a year ago.
It is, absolutely.
We found a different supplier for it, and it's far superior.
It is.
I think if perhaps you were umming and ahhing about it before, give this a go. You'll be really, really, really impressed. And I think it could become a new addictive gemstone because it gives you that bigger look. It gives you a different texture, but it's actually, it's not heavy. So that's really, 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 really lovely to have. So 3 very, very different strands of genuine gemstones. 2 chunky pendants in there, 43 pieces of 925 sterling silver, large and small organza gift bag, all your threading materials, and 10 meters of 0.4 of the silver plated copper wire, 10 meters of this, which we've just seen in action very briefly with the earrings. I know Linda's used this in a really, really lovely way. This is brand new in today. $29.95, no. $24.95, no. $19, no. We're at £17.95. This is price/Friday, folks. Hence, you've got an amazing low price at £17.95. There's lots of you going for it. Good luck, that different texture. You might decide not to use all of these gemstones together. You might decide to actually bring gold findings into the mix. But what you need to do when you look at a kit is break down for the value of money. Value for money, threading materials, organza gift bags, big genuine gemstone pendants, 3 strands of genuine gemstones, 43 pieces of 925 sterling silver, 10 meters of wire. Have a look once again at these pendants because I think these are a big wow factor to this kit. How much would you pay just for one of those elsewhere? It's genuine gemstone. Right, let's scoot over and see my little friend Linda. I'm hungry. Are you hungry, Linda?
I'm a bit, actually.
I've got a tin of peaches down there.
I would say a tin of peas then.
A tin of peaches. I've got a tin of peaches and a tin of pears.
You got any custard?
No. Oh, do you know what? I do like peaches and carnation milk. Back from the 80s, yeah. Anyway,
back to Joy.
Talk us through what you've done at Canada. Can we start with this one? Because that is...
Yeah, well, that basically is, because there's wire included in the kit, obviously I, as a designer, bringing it on air, have to think of ways to use the wire. Now, wire, I will sort of admit, isn't my speciality. We have various people here who excel at that. But I do like using it when I can, and that is a sort of bangle as opposed to a bracelet. Because it's threaded onto wire, it's not sort of floppy.
As well.
Yeah, I mean, you'd probably end up making a different clasp on that, but I just wanted to keep it fairly rustic because it's all lava rock.
So have you actually
I've threaded onto wire because if I had threaded that onto beading thread, it would have been that's the word. I mean, that's exactly the word, floppy. And I wanted to create more of a bangle effect.
Yeah, that's lovely, really lovely. You've made loads, and then this is. These are...
Yeah, I mean...
so elegant.
The contrast between the pearl and the lava rock really works because they are still very, very organic, so they work together really, really well.
And they look quite luxurious.
Yeah, and
they
they've got
look a bit heavy, but they're incredibly lightweight.
Incredibly light. Lava rock is, and this lava rock has the most beautiful sheen on it. It's a luster as opposed to a sheen, and I actually think I just love to find something that's going to add texture into certain pieces of jewellery. And when I got this kit, I just immediately thought, well, it is really, really organic. So to sort of try and come out with that effect and make pieces that look just a little bit different that's just the head pin that goes.
I'm just looking at what you've done. Sorry, I didn't realise we were on that shot there. I was just looking. That's good. What a lovely way of featuring the silver.
Because I actually do like the ball end head pins very much, and I think sometimes you can feature. I do like to use findings. I mean, we've got a lot on the show today, and I do really like to highlight findings and use them differently as well if I can.
Like solid 95 silver.
Yeah, and it's very fine. And I mean fine in high-end look with the silver additions, and it gives a lot of movement in your jewellery because silver is so malleable. So it does provide you with a lot. I mean, you can see how the little pearls are really bobbing around there, and that's because the silver isn't quite so straight looking is the only word I can think of, really, because it's got this built-in malleability, if that is a word. Then you will get your jewellery to sort of sway about me. And I know it sounds odd, but because it's pure silver, it seems to have less rigidness, perhaps, is what I'm looking for, than the copper plate, the silver plate.
Really lovely. And then we'll go on to this necklace where you've incorporated the black onyx pendant. Oh,
the pendants are lovely. They're both faceted. You can see the facets are coming out. So consequently, as they're faceted, they're going to pick up the light in different ways on each facet. So you can see that one sitting there now that's got that lovely diamond that's being brought out by the studio lights. And that's just like a little shower of pearls coming over the top of it. And it's trying to sort of highlight shape and direction, really. I'm trying to provide in that one. It's a sort of a choker piece, really.
Nice way of using the large jump ring.
It's all using different shapes will make your jewellery look different. I mean, that pendant could be used just as a pendant on its own and look beautiful, but you know, just sort of look past that and think, well, I've got jump rings in there, I've got my head pins, I've got these gorgeous little pearls, what can I do with that? So I just sort of following that that oval shape, but putting it the other way up. So just let it sort of mirror. And
you've used monofilament for here as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And we will be touching on monofilament. We've had another text in about it as well. We'll touch on that in a little while. Let's save these because they're my favourite. Mind you, this is gorgeous as well. Look, completely different look with the pearls because they've got the white backdrop of the Chinese jade. And I love what you've done with the rutilated quartz there. You've sort of picked out the different tones and colours.
Yeah, I mean, there came a point where, like with the challenge, possibly using certain strands from a kit together, which normally jump out at you straight away. Yes, wow, that's going to go together beautifully. But because it's in a kit, it all will work together. So that just highlights the fact that all of the gemstone in the kit, to my mind, works together. And again, you know, even using those dainty pearls with the rutiles there, I just think really work.
Really does. And then deep, heavy breathing over gemstone. These are wicked. I love these, the earrings and the bangle. Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, the wire is included in the kit, as I just previously said, and it's 0.4, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it'll give you a delicate little look, and it'll sort of give you quite a sort of a nested look. I mean, in previous life I've made, and Sheila has as well, made like nests of 0.4 and just slotted the small gemstones into the wire in that. So I decided on this to try and provide a look that worked with the lava rock, worked with the rutile, but I wanted the wire to be quite delicate looking, to give a backdrop to this strong gemstone. Again, just sort of trying to provide a and show that you can use delicate with strong, and it will still work.
Looks amazing. That's the backdrop and the silver and the jet black. I mean, where did you even begin to start with this bangle? That's like
that is, again, the clasp on that was made from the wire, and it's just, I just kept it almost as a disappearing clasp. Didn't want it to sort of stand out as being a clasp, so it will look a bit rough and ready, really, but that's the look of the bracelet. I didn't want to sort of suddenly get organised around the clasp area, but just to form a clasp that would do both the jobs of making the bracelet look complete and also do the job of a clasp. So you just thread on, you just thread them onto wire, and then basically it's finger knitting, what I call finger knitting, as opposed to using a crochet hook or a needle. Just literally use the ends of your fingers and just literally pull the wire around and keep taking your wire back through your previous loop. Don't sort of think, just keep doing loops. As you form a loop, take the length of wire that you're using and take it back through that loop. So you're basically forming a knitted look. You know, you are actually, you know, when you are knitting, each one sits on top of the other and it's always looped back by the way that you crochet or knit. Then that's what I just call finger knitting.
So what technique are you going to show to us?
Well, the earrings, we can sort of quickly go through.
They are.
Again,
beautiful.
You don't have to, you know, I mean, there might be really organised people watching the show at the moment and think, well, they don't actually match wire work-wise. And they don't, and they're not meant to. You know, they are, you won't be able to do a mirror image on something like that. It's just impossible. So just be prepared for that and just be relaxed when you do it. Just try and make them look similar, but you won't get them exactly the same, and there's nothing wrong with that. So all I did was took one of the lava rock gemstones, okay, and threaded it on to a length of the 0.4 mil, probably just under a metre.
Just before you get underway, sorry to interrupt, just a message from the call centre that they are experiencing high volumes of calls at the moment, so there is a little bit of a queue there on the phone lines. We promise to answer your call and we will be with you as soon as possible, and it is a free phone number. I cannot believe just how many people are watching today. It's really busy, which is brilliant, thank you. It just means we are experiencing some queues there, but thank you very much for your patience, and you should well be successful if you're watching the live show and you're ordering this kit. Sorry to interrupt.
That's okay,
I didn't want you to think
fine.
we weren't acknowledging the fact that you're in a queue there.
Yeah, because sometimes you think, oh my goodness, I'm going to hang up, don't you? Because there's a lot, but
don't hang up. We know you're there. We'll get there, I promise.
Right, so you thread your lava rock onto your length of wire, probably about 4 or 5 inches down, okay? And then just take your round nose pliers and let the bead drop onto your board or whatever you're working on, and then just perform an ordinary wrapped loop. So put your round nose pliers onto the wire, push it at 90 degrees from the pliers, flick your wrist round, okay, so you've now got a point of the pliers on the top. Bring this back over, completely over, take the pliers out and then put the bottom prong back into that loop, and then just feed that wire, and as it's 4 mil, it really will twist around beautifully. Just feed it around, keeping a little bit of tension as you do the twist, and just bring it down this upright of the wire here, probably about 1 centimetre or just over, okay? And then just leave that excess there for now, and then feed your bead back up. Now we've now formed the attachment to whatever earring finding that you're going to use, in this case the shepherd's hook. So then just take the lava rock bead in what I call your non-working hand, okay, and then feed, keeping tension on this wire, just feed this around the side, just the one side of the bead, and bring it around there to anchor it, okay? Now this is, now you can trim off that excess there. And what we're going to do now is work this. So bring with your finger, push your wire, mould it around, okay, and catch it with the other one, okay, and just make a loop. And then taking the end of the wire, feed it through. So effectively you're creating a knot. Now the trick with the wire is to try and keep it behaving itself, because as you pull, you're pulling through that loop and it'll want to kink. So just carefully keep on keeping that open, watching the route that it's going through there, and bring it through so that leave a little loop there again. So can you see there's like a figure of 8 there? Okay? So now in any way you want to, just keep continuing working around the bead as long as you remember to pass the end of the wire through any of those preformed loops that you're making. Don't just think, oh, I won't go through a loop this next time, I'll just you know, perform a little twist on it. Don't do that, because you'll find at the end of the design it won't be anchored properly. So just keep working around, keep forming all these little loops. Again, we've got a fresh one here because the wire's crossed halfway through that one. So just pass it through that previous loop and just keep threading it around. It's almost like sewing now. Just keep pulling it around, and you're going round in a circular direction. And then eventually what will happen, if I do one more loop, I mean, you can make them as small or as large as you want to. It all depends on the finished look that you want to create. Just keep pushing them around like that. And then you'll come to that very beginning loop, okay? The very, very first one. And now that's the time when you can then go into that loop, okay? And pull the wire through securely into that. And then what we're going to do then, we're going to sort of bring it over the top of that original loop and start the next row. So we twist the wire down onto the next row, holding it firmly, taking the excess wire back through the loop that you've created on what I'm calling the first row, okay? And keep feeding it round. And just keep doing that all the way around. So see, now we've got this pattern forming. So the next thing again then is just to go through that loop on the top and just keep feeding your wire around and around until, in my case, I thought I won't cover the whole of the bead. I just wanted to effectively make a bead cap. So as you come round and then you think, right, that's finished, I've still got a little uncovered part at the bottom here, is to bring the wire back up through your loops. Okay, so just feed it up through the loops, and you won't see it because it'll all be camouflaged within the loops that you've already created. And then when you get back to this anchor point here, just bring the wire around, back up and down again, just to give some sort of texture and strength to that upright there that you're going to attach to the shepherd hook. Trim it off, and then take one of your shepherd hooks.
So to finish it off, you literally
just literally trim it off. Obviously, if it's got a little bit of a sharp end, you can either use a nail file or an emery board or something like that. The end of your bead reamer, yeah, it possibly would. If on 4mm, I think on 0.4 it would. Just to take that little sharpness off, or if you've got enough wire left, you can use your round nose pliers and just feed it into a little coil.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, just to disguise it really. So then that original wrap loop that you formed at the very beginning, pop on to the shepherd's hook and then return the loop in the same direction that you opened it in, and then you'll have an earring.
Gorgeous.
I mean, that's not finished, obviously.
But you could keep it like that, so it's a bit bead cap, or you could do the whole thing.
Absolutely. I mean, this is the thing about design, as it were. It'll evolve as you continue to work on it. And at the end of the day, that's what I like about using wire with jewellery is the final product it's almost what you're seeing in your head, but not quite, and it's always a bit of a surprise, which is great. That's
lovely, thank you very much. I think they're going to be really, really popular. Remember, you get everything that Linda's just used, you get in the kit, including 43 pieces of 925 sterling silver. So get yourself an echocardiogram, your ECG, C56. Yeah, at £17. You can't really get an echocardiogram for £17.99.
You can't.
ECG C56. Now we are going to go to a short break. Excuse me. When we return, we're going to really go full pelt on making sure we get through all the walls of fame today. And we are going to be doing a section on chain the fool. See you in a mo.
Last year, Gems TV held its first ever Christmas gala dinner, raising over £6,000 through auctions and raffles to go towards projects in Zambia. And this summer, we're doing it again. Join us on Friday the 10th of August at the Stratford Manor Hotel for our Summer Sparkle Ball. Set in the heart of England, surrounded by 21 acres of landscape grounds, this quintessential English hotel will provide the perfect venue for an evening of fantastic food, auctions, raffles and a live band, which is guaranteed to get everyone on the dance floor. With even bigger auctions and more raffle prizes to be won, choose from 3 different packages, with tickets starting from just £59 per person. But be quick to book, as presenter-hosted tables are strictly limited and bound to sell out fast. To book your tickets, call 0845 6588 663 or go to our website for more details. The Summer Sparkle Ball with Gems TV.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
Add to your collection with our Wirework DVD, which is full of hints, tips and step-by-step instructions for all levels. Join guest designer Laura Binding as she takes you through how to create the Tree of Life, the herringbone weave and many more. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you. Our standard delivery is now only £2.95 per day, regardless of how many pieces of jewellery are added to your order. Delivery takes between 4 to 6 working days, and if you want your jewellery quicker, simply speak to our call centre about our premium delivery service.
New to wirework? Why not come and join us in our Wirework for Beginners course? Join guest designer Louise Jacobson as she takes you through all the basic techniques of using wire.
People would benefit from coming on the wirework course because it's an ideal opportunity to actually experiment without feeling the pressure of actually buying things and then not knowing how to use them straight away.
You will learn a variety of skills, all of which will help you to become more confident when using wire in your jewellery. During the course of the day, you'll get to have a backstage tour of the studio, meet the presenters and have a trip to our jewellery shop. The full course includes a selection of colours and different gauges of wire, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, use of all relevant tools, lunch and refreshments, all for just $69.95. For details on course dates and availability, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills. There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the homepage, where you'll be able to see all the products that have been in today's show. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
I'm an outdoor girl, aren't I? Lots of wind.
I'm going to be your presenter on The Late Show.
Look at that.
And I give good hugs.
Best celebrity impression.
Oh, this is difficult.
Oh, I do a good Montgomery Burns.
I like doing Cilla Black.
Smithers! Life is full of surprises. Hatchet face.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, get out!
Get away from me, that camera's too close.
Get it now in your basket and check out.
Favourite sayings. Now, Rod Jinks keeps stealing these.
We go Lolo, Buffalo.
There's been words, but he doesn't listen.
Holy guacamole as well.
Love cakes.
What do you mean, is that the best? Did you say, is that the best you've got?
Orgeano.
Yeah, it is.
Just comes out of my mouth, you know.
You know, Jewellery Maker, look at the set, it's absolutely amazing. Favourite biscuit?
A Rocky Robin.
Chocolate hobnob.
Is that a biscuit or a chocolate bar, though? There's controversy there.
Is this over yet?
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
You're watching Jewellery Maker, and if you're currently watching at 25 to 11, you're about to enter into a chain reaction. Check out Bambi. Carry on. We talk about love, love, love. Talk about boys. Come on, get on screen. Come on, one on either side. Let's just do a little bit. We talk about love. Ready? To the right first. We talk about love, love, love. We talk about love. 5, 6. We talk about love, love. We didn't rehearse that. Not that you could tell. Nice try, guys. Thanks very much. Right. Excusez-moi. Right. Should we do the new in or should we do the chain first? I can show the new in. Feast your eyes on these babies. Now they're big, substantial, beautiful impact of gold, and we've got the coated agate here for you. They're going to be coming to you in a pack of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. Pardon? We'll confirm that very shortly. Coming to you in a couple of moments. Right. Chain. Pardon? Yeah. Now, what we have here is, do you know what? I'd quite like to fling some more chain over your way, Linda.
I'd love some chain, please.
What sort of, I've got rose gold. I've only got one of the yellow gold. I've got rose gold and I've got silver.
I really don't mind chain of any description, any colour.
Yeah?
Love
I think
it.
it'd be great.
Love it.
So I've really got the hiccups. I've just down some crisps. Oh, down some crisps. Have a look at this. So we've got we've got a few different varieties of chain. Now, this is solid 925 sterling silver with a 9-carat rose gold overlay, and it is beautiful. And the beauty of rose gold is it goes with yellow gold and it goes with silver, doesn't it?
Beautiful.
It really does, and it is beautiful, and it's delicate. And rose gold, we were talking about it yesterday on the show, is massive in the industry at the moment. You know, a lot of the most expensive gents designer watches currently out there on the market in the designer world are rose gold. So it's also unisex gold. that's really, really making a statement in the industry at the moment. So these are the individual links that we've got here, forming a beautiful chain. It's a 9-inch length of chain, and you can see that each of your links are texturized. Right, let's get some details up for you on this one. So full 9 inches, 9 carat rose gold, yep, on top of a 925 sterling silver chain. Come on, graphics, come on. Now, as soon as I see chain like this, I think of your asymmetrical necklaces.
I mean, chain just makes the opportunity for jewellery making much more diverse because it's so useful. And as I've said time and time again recently, over recent weeks, it is huge in jewellery making at the moment, from your everyday high street stores right through to Bond Street jewellers. It's really, really the thing of the moment.
Well, I was saying on air yesterday, in fact, I'd made my mum a necklace that was purely made out of chain.
Oh, absolutely
and it was
gorgeous.
This sort of look. I did a single length of chain, and literally, it was like that at the front. And then I did on one strand of chain there, but I doubled it up at the front. And we went shopping in Solihull the other day and she wore it and she got so many compliments. Excuse me, can I just ask you where your necklace from? And I was like, that'll be me. Thank you very much. Yeah, jewellery maker, yeah. So, let's do this one first of all then. So we've got the 9 inches. They're 10 millimeters in diameter. So some good sized little rings that you've got. You know, there's scope for popping your dinky sized gemstones on a head pin in there as well. You've got scope for being dangly dell. You could go asymmetrical with these. So many different ways you can be using it. So TUAR81, free phone number on 0800 644 655. Remember, this is solid solid 925 sterling silver with a 9 carat yellow rose gold overlay on there. Excuse me, it's at $19.95. I really want you to price compare elsewhere. I have a slight issue with the price of silver, as in the fact that when I first started making jewellery, I remember buying silver pieces, and it was 20 years ago since I first started making jewellery. I was 12. There you go, I'm 32. I've announced it to the telly. So, I know you all thought I was 21, didn't you? Yeah, no Botox, I know. 20 years ago, and I think part of me still remembers the prices then. Oh my word, we are a world away. Gone are the days when you could go to the seaside and buy a £4 little silver ring with your pocket money. $19.95 is an amazing price in the current market. Excuse me. And it's really, really pretty. So we're going to move on from that one. We'll go to... Yep. Now this I have in silver. In fact, I have it in my car. I keep forgetting to take it out. I love this. I love it. 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 Again, you see, I bought it with to make a pair of earrings up, just simple chain, literally just like that. That's all I do. Probably I was going to half it. What's my intention? What was I going to do? I was going to half it and then use 2 links. That was it. I was going to make a pair of earrings like that. And same on the other side, because that is so sort of 80s inspired fashion to go that look with chain earrings. Sorry. Oh, tell you, this dust in this studio. Be grateful when the building work's done. So the code is YWAR18, and again we're looking at solid 925 sterling silver, and this has got a 9 carat yellow gold overlay. 9 inches in length, and they're 16 by 27 millimeters each of the links. Now this is, I can't even begin to tell you, it looks delicate, but I swear, right, I'm going to apply all my force I can. That's a really attractive face, thanks for that, Director Claire. There you go, applying all the force I can, and I've just about got it to there. It's quite a nice look actually, isn't it? Oh, and I'm thinking bracelets, if you just apply your force, maybe just using one at a time as links. What are you thinking about that idea, Linda?
I'm actually thinking it's so nice to see chain in these contemporary designs, isn't it? I mean, chain's been around forever, but again used basically as an anchor point. So it's great to see some sort of funky contemporary looking chain that you can use on its own.
Yeah. and you can use this completely by itself. I mean, look at how effective is that? This is 9 inches. The average size necklace in the UK for a woman is 18 inches. So what about just getting 2 of those and making a really funky chain? Have you seen the price of silver jewellery out there? Have you seen it? It's obscenely priced. And then you think, and get all your components and your chain from us here at such a low price, right? New in today. I thought I'd seen this before, to be honest. £14.95. That is going to be so effective. Do you know, I'm just going to hold this against my black top, if I may, just up to here, and on my black top that I'm never going to wear on air again because I don't like it. Don't you think that's really effective against black? Actually, just stitch it on. Oh, there you go. There's a loose thread ready to do that. You see, my naff top's even naffer. Because there's so many outfits around at the moment that come with a plique of beading or jewellery, a plique on there that you can either detach or keep on. You know, little, you know, like the part, you know, the bit that you do your bra up with, right? Jack, shut your ears. Yeah, I don't want him to know about bras. But I've got a top that I was thinking, if I put those 2 little hooks just discreetly in there, I could actually then hang something from it. Do you know what I mean? I'm being completely serious. Jacksky, I said the word bra. That's it, it's like that. I don't want to know what else is going on. You might, marvellous, right, that's £14.95. We'll move on to the other rose gold. Now this is amazing, look at this one. Look at your size loops. This has got Linda written all over it. Aren't they? Oh, oh. So if you were presented with this, what's the first thing that you'd do with it? Other than just stare and go, ooh.
The first thing I would do with it would probably break that up actually, and use it with gemstone in between.
Yeah.
Using the large loop there to hang a gemstone in as a pendant.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just hang that in the middle and then break the chain up and use it sort of discreetly, working up with that same gemstone, breaking it up.
Lovely. Yeah, really lovely. Be lovely to sort of create quite a tasseled look as well, wouldn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, long pendant and then...
See again, just on its own,
yeah.
It's stunning, isn't it?
Not those type of tassels, Jack.
Oh my word.
Somebody go and douse them in some cold water. Right, 9 inches of 925 sterling silver with a 9-carat rose gold overlay. You've got the chain, which you've got 10mm links and small links, and then 30mm links for your larger ones. MRAR77, again, new in today. This is stunning. Are you ready? Are you ready for love? Yes, I am. Are you? 1995. La 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 la. La la la. 0800 644 655. Can someone just occasionally remind me I'm on live television? Thank you very much. Thanking you kindly. Lovely. 1995 on that. These are proving to be really popular. Which one, sorry? The silver loop. So this is the same as we had with the rose gold before. The thing is, they do feel a little bit thicker, actually, if the truth be known. You can really feel the texture of these beautifully. It's like a rope detail effect. So again, we're looking at 9 inches. In this instance, it's pure 925 sterling silver. And that's 9 inches in its length with 10mm links. Okay, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Free phone number 0800 644 655. And the, oh no, 14mm links. They're lovely, aren't they? See, I do like that doubled up look. Yeah, that would be lovely actually. Claire, who's directing at the moment, saying it'd be really nice as a base of a charm bracelet. That'd be absolutely beautiful. And then you've still got loads left, so you can use those for perhaps earrings, or these are also lovely to get very detailed, beautifully high quality extenders on the back of necklaces. So MBAR32, 9 inches of 925 sterling silver chain. Are you ready? £12.95, £12.95 on that one. That's one of our best price chains so far. That's solid 925 sterling silver. That is beautiful. Now I'd like to go to the textured rose gold, if I may. That's limited stock now, just so you know. That's not a new in, that's a limited stock one. So £12.95. I'll just do a recap on that one for you because I don't want you to miss out. Linda, I will allow you to choose your own chain, by the way. But you're only allowed one, so choose wisely. Okay, let's have a look at this one. This is 925 sterling silver. It's been amazing. This is one of my favourites. Look at this with the rose gold. Ooh, 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 ooh. This is the one. This is the one that Linda would like to have with her challenge today. Is that okay, Deanna? That's absolutely fine because you're Linda. If it was Sheila, however.
That's going to work really nice with the jasper because it's mirroring the shape.
Oh yeah.
Those curved rectangles.
So there's another little design tip from Linda there. Follow the natural curves of your gemstones to get inspiration of what else to put with them. So 9 inches of 925 sterling silver with a 9 carat rose gold overlay on the top. This is referred to as a hammered oval chain, measuring 28 by 11 millimeters on each of those links. Again, so pretty. Again, let's pop it up to the neckline. Again, this is saying new in, but I think if it's new in, it's backed by popular demand because I've definitely seen this before. SUAR31, there we go, back in stock. Thanking you kindly. I might be wrong, but I don't think I am. And once again, remember the average length of a necklace in the UK is an 18-inch necklace. This is 9 inches. Double it up, you've got your 18 inches, so if you want to get 2, you can do. And with one post and packaging price all day at just £2.95 to go for the Royal Mail or £4.95 to go for a courier. So free phone number 0800 644 655. Are we ready? Are we ready for James? £14.95, that is beautiful. I'm going to say goodbye to it, however, because Linda, there you are, my lovely. We'll look forward to seeing how you use that later in the show. We'll move on to another chain here. Now this is 925 sterling silver. This is lovely though because it's really, I'll show you compared to the other one. The other silver chain we had before was a bit more muted and the way that it had been textured. Look at this. Look at the sheen. This is really fresh looking chain, isn't it? And again, you can see you've got 2 different types of links and loops. So you've got one which is textured and one which is smooth, hammered and smooth. 13mm links for the smaller ones, which are hammered, and the smooth ones are 17mm. So solid 925 sterling silver, again 9 inches in length, and the code is DBAR79. We are limited in stock on this one, however. This one is going to look particularly lovely with your existing 925 sterling silver. Right, we're going to price slash this one. So the original price was £17.95. Okay, original price £17.95. Do your best. Okay, so it's a previous price slash that we're going to be acknowledging, okay? So we are honouring a previous price slash that the Late Show had done. £17.95, one of the biggest savings on chain is £10.95 on solid 925 sterling silver chain. I'd recommend that you get a couple of those if you're tempted. They're really pretty. Now we are experiencing some high volumes of calls. Have we got any queues at the moment, Deanna? Okay, just slight, don't worry. Oh no, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. No queues at the moment unless if you're wanting to speak to our help team. You might be waiting approximately 6 minutes for the last person that's just called in. If you've got any queries you want to speak to the help team. If you're calling up there to place your order and your purchase, you're fine, you're coming straight through. So at £10.95. Okay, we'll move on. Now, oh, Linda.
What have you got?
Oh, now then, I've not seen this.
Oh, I haven't seen that one neither. Oh, I might do a swaps.
Do you want to swap or
no,
do you want to both?
As well as.
I knew you were going to say that. I just thought it'd be quite nice because the chain that Linda's just nabbed, so it has this shape in. This is lovely.
That's gorgeous.
925 sterling silver. Who's saying I've got an enormous nose? Somebody's texting saying adjust the lighting because it's making me look like I have an enormous nose. I have got an enormous nose. It's not enormous, but it's not a small nose. And it makes me look like I've got what, sorry? Makes me look like I've got a big nose. I have got a big nose. We don't have anyone in. Who's texted this in? Amanda in Norfolk, you funny thing. At the moment, our lighting team are setting up a lighting rig in a new studio down there. Is that better? Okay, so. No, if customers say that the lighting needs to be adjusted because I've got a big nose, I'll try and do something about it. Okay, so here we go. This is 9 inches of 925 sterling silver with a 9-carat rose gold overlay. We're live. We're live. Jack, can you make me a hat with a peak, please? How can I make a hat? I need a hat. We've got, yeah, that'll do. No, not your bobble hat. No, I'm thinking more the top hat that we do I'm not putting a bobble hat on. What's that going to do? It's not got a peak. Right, brand new in today. I think we're all getting a little bit sidetracked, aren't we? Me started it. Free phone number 0800 644 655. So the code on this is NCAR05. Thank you very much.
That'll go down to your nose. Look. Oh, very thick.
It's not the best bit. Because my ponytail's in the way. It's all right.
Is anybody switching on now?
Can you do something to make it look a bit more glamorous? Can you whack some beads on or something?
I don't think anything could make that look more glamorous. You look like a mouth with a hat on.
No, my nose looks big. It's fine. So, 925 sterling silver with a 9-carat rose gold overlay. Let's get on with the show, shall we? Okay, thank you for that, Jack. Yeah, bring it on. Jack's going to adorn my hat with some beads. Oh, that's really noisy. Are you having fun, Jack?
You look like Pick and Mix.
Is that better? It's quite heavy.
I think that's the only clue to this is Jewellery Maker. That's the only clue. If they switch on now, that's the only clue to this is Jewellery Maker.
The fact there's some bees hanging off my top hat. I think I'm overtired.
I think you're over something, Luce.
I think this is beautiful. We've got those people on the phone line because they're complaining. They just want to see the gemstones. They're on my hat. Oh! This is health and safety, Amanda. Look at my hair now. Look like a newborn chick. Right, my Mr. Majika hair coming out. Right, come on then, let's get on with show. Actually, that was quite nice. The lights are bright on my eyes, I hadn't realised. If I put my glasses on, my nose might look smaller. I'll be needing to wear my glasses later. I found them, by the way. I found my glasses. They're in a handbag. I hadn't looked in for ages. Right, this chain, let's get the price in. New in today. I don't know about you, but I'm bored. £17.95. I'm bored of myself. Let's move on. Come on. Free phone number 0800 644 655. NCAR05. Okay, hang on. branding. I know branding's not good, but they say sometimes you've just got to wear a paper bag over your head. This is ridiculous. Can you tell? Oh yeah, there's branding. Can you tell the bosses are abroad? Amanda, is that better? Tell you what, I'd save a lot of money on makeup if I did this.
Yeah, actually, you probably get paid by that well-known fast food shop too.
By the well-known what?
Fast food shop.
Yeah. This is live TV, everybody. This is what we do for a living.
Have you ever seen a brown paper bag talking before? This is a first.
I think it's a first on Jewellery Maker. I can't
think
say
it
that. I
is.
can't.
No, I've
Anyway,
never seen it.
lots of other fast food joints are available, such as Pizza Hut and Burger King. Marvellous. Right, final chain. And then I think we might take a little break, regroup, and come back with some sort of essence of normality. Now then, this is stunning. To be honest, this is probably the chain that if I was to buy any today, because I have got a lot of them, I've got most of these when they were first in stock, so backed by popular demand. This is probably the most versatile, and it's probably going to be the most appealing to the most amount of people. It's 925 sterling silver with a 9-carat rose gold overlay once again, and it is, do you know what, it's heavy. It's a shame we haven't got silver weight with this. Now copper looks beautiful with rose gold as well, really does. Linda, do you want that other chain as well?
No. Thank you very much.
I just got distracted from that when I was wearing a hat on my head. Ah, there's 4.2 grams of 925 sterling silver in this. Now they're 2x3mm little links. You see that? And this works in your typical chain manner. OSAR99. What are you doing, Jack? Fishing for beads. Fishing for beads. Right, you ready? Brand new in today, this one, OSAR99995 for 4.2 grams of 925 sterling silver. You might want to be stocking up on these because I know there's a lot of you out there who, if you haven't used silver for a long time, you're actually taking it to various dealers as well and seeing what sort of price you can get. Keep an eye on the market if that's what you're going to be doing, because it can fluctuate from day to day, hour to hour. So £9.95. Now we're going to go to a short break and we're going to regroup. And when we come back, we're going to do some brand new things, brand new in stock. See you in a moment.
Add to your collection with our macrame and knotting DVD, which is full of hints and tips and step-by-step instructions for all levels. Join guest designers Laura Liggy and Debbie Bulford as they take you through how to create half-hitch knots, square knots and many more. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker are proud to present our new range of Lisa Pavelka border moulds. Make incredible polymer and silver clay border designs to embellish your creations quickly and easily. Each mould contains 4 different borders which give a wide range of textures and patterns. Use alongside our crafting foils and textured stamps to add a different dimension to your clay creation. To view a full range of Lisa Pavelka products, visit our website.
Do you make jewellery as a hobby? Would you like to learn key skills to help you successfully market and sell your handmade jewellery? We are working with Angela Edwards, who is an experienced jewellery maker as well as a small business trainer, to bring you the perfect course to help develop basic business skills. The full course includes how to create a business plan to successfully sell your products, how to access current and potential customers, how to identify and profile your target market, how to generate leads to secure current and future sales, how to use online social networking to your advantage, and key knowledge on legal requirements and insurances. For information about dates and to reserve your place, please contact 0800 6444 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Just in case you tuned in earlier and you thought you were watching an episode of Batman and Robin with wearing masks on screen, you were very much mistaken. This is quite obviously Jewellery Maker, where we only talk about beads and jewellery making. Right then. So, let's have a look at these. What you have here is a wicked type of bead, which is agate with gold overlay. So you have incredibly hard wearing beads, but with this lustrously gorgeous look. I'm setting them up like a little game of Skittles. We're all going to fall over like Skittles in a minute as well. Okay, we've got people already calling in for these. They are so popular, I can't tell you. What's lovely about them as well was when I've seen previous code to beads in other places you can source yours from, the gold stops at the end point, as in it stops sort of here. Oh, sorry, Tom, I just completely put that, you found that beautifully, thank you very much. Whereas you can see here, the gold covers the whole of the end. You've got a substantial size hole in there as well, haven't you? They're a great shape. Right, let's get some sizes up for you here. Let's get the details in. So these are brand new in. They're agate with the gold overlay. Come on, graphics. Our resident George is back in the system. That's our resident gremlin. And just say the kit we're about to do next as well. I'm going to show you the jewellery before I show you the kit because it's going to be amazing. I love it. Oh, it's gone on for ages. Wow. So, graphics, are they anywhere to be seen? Do they want to make an appearance? They don't. Are we going to do these later then? We're going to do these later. Oh, the wonders of live telly. Have we had any other text messages in, or just one saying my nose is big? We've had a lovely one in saying, should we have a look at a couple of texts? Linda, you've had one in saying that your jewellery is looking amazing. Okay, we'll be coming up in just a second. We have had another query regarding monofilament. We're going to be doing that very shortly. And this one says, this is from Veronica. Hi, Veronica. Morning, Lucy and Linda and the crew. Wow, Linda, the jewellery you've made is gorge.
Oh,
Love
thank
Veronica.
you, Veronica.
Veronica, wait till you see the next kit as well. You've made that go such a long way.
Yeah, it's got very unusual shaped hematite in it.
Hematite. Hematite. Another text message? Are we coming to them later? Can you see everything's a little bit up in the air today? Can you tell? Can you tell? No. This is from Virginia in Surrey. Lucy, you are great. You make me laugh. Ginny in Surrey. Thanks, Ginny. Come, popped out of the speech bubble then. Thank you very much. And we've had some text messages in regarding some techniques you'd like to see as well. This is, we'll come to those apparently a little bit later. We'll have a section with Linda and we'll go do some real learning. Oh, here we go. This is from Selena. Right. Oh, because I was talking about my dream earlier and I said that in my dream when I was on a cruise ship that turned into a spaceship, that I looked out the window and there were dinosaurs flopping around, and Selena has put, she's read it in a special book, Selena in Lincolnshire, Lucy, dinosaurs mean you are touching into things that frighten or amaze you. By the way, Linda, how do you attach feathers onto a hair comb? Selena again. Laugh out loud. Okay. Selena, thank you very much for your text message. So I'm going to be travelling, learning and touching into things that frighten or amaze me. Ooh. I'm going to be travelling to I don't know. I'll work out what it all means together. How exciting. This chair's getting worse. Yeah, I know. I'm the one sitting on it. And then, here we go. This is a lovely one in from Laura in Berkshire, and it says, I want to thank JM for giving me a new creative avenue. I'm an artist and have begun to make jewellery despite being long-term ill. I'm sending in my latest painting using Gem Art Kit. The gem dust is amazing. I'll send it into the Wall of Fame. Hugs from Laura Elliott, ewag.co.uk. Laura, brilliant. We love text messages like that. We look forward to and keep an eye out for your Wall of Fame entry. The Gem Art is a whole completely different way of using gemstones and develops creativity. I know it's not jewellery, but it is a sort of a development of the use of gemstones, which we primarily focus on here. So Laura, thank you very much for your text. Right, are we okay to get cracking? Had some technical difficulties in the system that hopefully we've been really disguising and doing lots of things to entertain whilst they get sorted. Haven't picked up on that by any chance, have you? By putting things on my head. So dedicated to the channel. Right. Before I show you this kit, which is called Midnight Hour, I would like you to see the jewellery that Linda has made. There is a mass of 925 sterling silver genuine gemstone jewellery been made from this one kit, going from a bracelet to the earrings we've just seen and a necklace. In fact, there's 2 sets here. Look at that. I love that one. That looks so just looks like chunky chain, doesn't it? And as Linda just said before, you know, some really unusual shapes in this kit as well. Right, let's get cracking. Let's do an amazing price on this one for you. We've had some technical difficulties. We need to make up for it again, get back on track. 50 metres of beading thread, 6 metres clear elastic and 80 metres of 0.25 gauge monofilament. Will this be the time we talk about monofilament, Linda? Are we going to be doing that a bit later?
Whenever,
yeah?
Absolutely.
We'll do the demos of this and then we'll talk about how you can use some monofilament and how you attach bindings. So you get all of that. Then you have a large and a small organza gift bag, and in your small organza gift bag, you've got your 925 sterling silver, 43 pieces. Let's have a look at the image. 10 head pins, 10 eye pins, 2 pairs of shepherd hooks, 3 jump rings, 3 large ones, 3 jump rings, the medium size, and 3 jump rings, so it's the smaller, the split size. And then you've also got 10 crimp beads. And as well as that, let's have a look now at your genuine gemstones. Who's directing? Because suddenly I thought it was Claire, and then Claire was walking in the studio. I was like, someone's directing all by themselves. How scary. All by themselves. The computer's directing. Oh, I'll tell you, Chloe, it's been haywire. You're not my favourite director. Okay. Look at this hematite. If you've ever been fortunate enough to sort of travel to Bali and Thailand, that side of the world, this really reminds me of the architecture over there, particularly with the Hindu temples. They are so ridiculously stunning, absolutely beautiful piece of architecture. And this really reminds me of some of the pillars that you'd see within the temples, those shapes and sizes. Well, not so much the sizes, but certainly the shapes. And these are columns measuring 12 by 6 millimeters. Excuse me. Now, what I have found with Linda's designs when I've been looking at them, what's helped allow this kit to go such an extraordinary long way are these hematite wheels. And I mean, I love them all together, just like this. I think you can create quite masculine jewellery from hematite as well. And that's lovely. I mean, even just as a plain necklace as is, you could get quite a masculine piece. I can see Jack, actually, our floor manager, perhaps wearing a necklace with just these hematite wheels. I think they're absolutely fab, just simply as by themselves. And these are measuring 6 millimeters in their diameter. They're just a millimeter in their thickness, so they're quite dinky, but my goodness, you get a whole 38 centimeter strand of them. So, you know, you're going to get a lot of those. And then you have the aventurine. This is red aventurine in the 10 millimeter rounds. I'm going to be really honest, I would not have gravitated to put these colours together at all. But when you see the jewellery that Linda's made, oh my goodness, it works. It absolutely works. EIGC51. Right, hematite. 2 strands of the red aventurine, all those threading materials, a large and a small organza gift bag, and 43 pieces of 925 sterling silver. We're going to go under £20. We're not going to be staying at £19.95 where we'd initially intended. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Sorry for our little bit of a delay in getting to this. £14.95 more than makes up for it. That's including 43 pieces of 925 sterling silver and the ability to make every single piece of jewellery that Linda has made, and we're going to go and look at them right now. Okay, so I think we need a new chair, don't you? The WD-40 obviously isn't cutting the mustard. Okay, it just seems like it's gone.
It has gone a long way.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, how do you feel? But I think looking at it, it's down to the little wheels, the hematite.
Yeah, it certainly is. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, it could have gone a lot longer as well if I'd have made the necklaces a little bit less gem heavy. But those wheels, when you take them out off of the strand, they're really, really pretty. That necklace that the camera's on at the minute, it almost looks like it's been done on a gizmo, doesn't it? And it
completely does.
It's gemstone.
Completely does.
And it just gives quite a nice shape.
And you can flop those around, because
yes, of course you can. You can
be inside or outside.
Exactly.
Can't you?
Yes, you can.
Flop them around. There's a technical
Yeah,
term.
the trick there is not to over thread. If you want to change direction on a wiggly waggly design, then don't over tension the beading thread, because if you over tension the beading thread, it's just going to want to stay exactly where you've put it in the first place.
Okay, yeah. So where did you start? Talk us through your process with this kit.
I think the first one was that far necklace.
This one
there.
here?
Yeah. It sort of came as a threading, weaving technique came to mind first, and I did that part there, and then immediately I did that, I thought, right, I want to do some earrings like that too, because I thought that they
putting
would
the
really...
3 together. Let me just show you that weave then, here.
It's the way that the light bounces off hematite, and on these smooth wheels, it creates a really, I suppose it's a really sort of contemporary look, isn't it? But I really like that. I can't think of the word to describe what I see when I look at those. It's like feathers, isn't it? It is almost like feathers.
Yeah, yeah.
They're so delicate yet so useful. And you can use them equally as well as spacer beads.
Talking about feathers, just while I think about it, we need to talk about how you attach feathers to a hair comb, because we had that text in.
Yep.
We'll do a few of those in a minute. So this is the first one you started with.
Yeah. And that is just literally a woven technique, threading on the gemstone, 3 of them, and then going through, threading on 4 initially, and passing your beading thread through that 4th wheel, and then threading 2 on one side, 1 on the other, and going through the second one, and just keep creating the chain effect, that loop effect. Try and keep that either going from a larger chain at the base through to a much smaller one, or keep it exactly the same. But it looks really nice if you make the beading thread go large and then slightly graduate it.
I'll just put this up to my neckline so you can see that against the skin tone there as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, with the aventurine, it really works, doesn't it? It gives that as a glow of orange appears on the hematite.
It's lovely.
I mean, they are unusual shapes, gemstones, but those tower shapes, again, as they're so finely faceted, the light bounces off of those as well and highlights the shape of them.
Well, let's have a look at the earrings, because there you're really able to see them very clearly with the light bouncing around them. They look absolutely gorgeous. Oh, they're having a little dance. Isn't that nice though, with the articulation in there?
Yeah, exactly. Again, the silver works beautifully, as would gold with hematite, anything works. I mean, as you can probably gather, I really do like hematites. I think we've got some coming up in the show later, haven't we?
Yeah, yeah.
Some really nice hematite. And I just find it goes really well with all gemstones. It's a really good buy, it's a really good purchase. If you've got a stash at home of gemstone, then you can always buy a few strands of hematite and you've always got jewellery to make.
Actually, I've just been told that hematite's up for Monday's show.
Oh, okay. Right, well, that's exciting.
Are you on Monday?
No, Sunday. So.
Oh, okay. I'm with you on Monday. So let's then have a look at this bracelet here. I mean, there's so much has been made. Once again, apologies for the queues on the phone lines, but it's a very, very low price, amazing low price, popular kit. I think this jewellery is proving to be very inspiring as well. So with this one here...
Yeah, it's again using those wheels and spacing them with the crimp beads there. And then adding the towers in between them to sort of really do an elongation of the towers, and
yeah, I love that.
and just to split it really. Those wheels give some texture, but it's mirrored in the shape of the tower anyway, because you've got those faceted sort of joints going on there.
Yeah, in the
and then moving through to the aventurine, I think works really well.
And those jump
and then
rings.
The silver coming
Yeah.
out. Again, that's a finding that you can use as a very genuine highlight within the piece of jewellery that you're making. That's my feeling anyway. I don't like to use findings, you know, just for their mechanical use, because it's silver. So if you can bring them into a design, then you know, it's a bonus, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's lovely. And everything that you see that Linda has used here is included in the kit. So let's move on to this bracelet now, because this is a bit more of a sort of well, there's a lot more going on. It's a busier look.
Yeah, I think that was created with the gemstone I had left from all of the other pieces.
Oh, okay.
So I sort of wanted to keep a little bit of a theme coming through with those wheels. So I wanted to give those some centre stage again. So popping them in on a weave over, they sit really well with a round gemstone. When you do a weave, you automatically get your beading thread will create a shape around it. So if you've got a flat wheel-shaped gemstone, then pop that in onto the beading thread as well, and it'll work really well with round gemstone. It might look a bit funky, but again, take it off the bracelet stand and put it on, and it creates a completely aesthetic look as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, really lovely.
Really
Back to these earrings again then. That was the ones that we just briefly looked at. And you're right, they have got this feathered...
Like a feathered look, yes. Again, that's that woven look. Starting at the base on a length of thread, move the 4 gemstone wheels into the centre of your thread, and then weave it all the way up to the top, and then you can see when it comes up to the top here, there's a crimp bead. Well, that is on the final loop, so your 2 ends have come together. And then just put another piece of beading thread through the crimp bead.
Have you just used flat nose pliers?
Yes, just use the flat nose pliers on that.
Yeah, that's really nice.
I mean, you could finish it off with crimping pliers if you wanted to give it, but I thought it actually gave quite, again, a different dimension to it by putting that flatness in.
Yeah, it does. It's lovely. A lovely way to expose the silver. And then finally, I mean, this kit has just gone on and on and on, hasn't it? This necklace here, which we just talked about before, but using 2 strands then. Yeah, 2 strands, very simply, by passing your 2 strands through these towers at the top here. So both strands are going through, passing through that bit. I always like to sort of keep my jewellery a little bit finer around the neckline. So if I am going to suddenly go into a weave, I like to keep a sort of a single look at the back. Because it'll sit better on the base of the neck. Okay. That's my feeling. You know, other people are different, but that's my feeling. It'll just sit better here, and then start working into the design, probably from the collarbone downwards. Particularly if you're doing quite sort of a brave design, in as much as it looks, you can't miss the design that's going on there. It's quite, you know, the design on that particular piece
is probably very important. More so probably than the gemstone on that, because it really is creating a look here with these flat wheels. So consequently, if you keep this part here fairly plain, let the gemstone do the work there, and then create your design a little bit probably from the collarbone downwards.
Gorgeous, really gorgeous. So what technique are you going to show to us?
Well, I was going to just sort of, because of that necklace there and because of the earrings here, we'll just quickly do this. This, because we can then talk about
so the technique,
these extra bits and pieces that we need to cover.
The technique you're seeing here in the earrings has also been applied to the necklace, the first necklace that Linda showed. Okay, they're lovely, absolutely lovely.
So
inexpensive to
well,
make.
exactly, and so beautiful. I didn't actually see the price. I've just seen the price.
The kit is $14.95. That's
amazing.
43 pieces of 95 sterling silver. Now, we have got a lot of you waiting there on the phone lines, waiting to be answered. Currently at 11:25 during the live show on Friday morning, it looks like you're all going to be successful. So we do appreciate your patience there on the phone lines. And it's well worth the wait. Does my nose look big on this side of the studio, Amanda? Is the lighting better over here?
She's paranoid now.
No, all right, thanks very much. Oh, hello. You don't want to get too close. You can see how many layers of powder I've put on this one to disguise everything. Right,
okay. Take a length of beading thread, again, overly long, far more than you think you're ever going to need, because I think people have said before, when you're doing a woven design, you are going to use up more thread than if you were just threading onto a piece of beading thread. So thread on 4 of the wheels, and this is basically the technique that we use for beady beads. Okay, so we've threaded on 4. It doesn't matter which side that you work from, but take one side back into the last wheel that you've threaded on, okay, and pull it through. Okay, now we are attempting to work in the centre of the beading thread, so if it's moved, then just move it up by pushing the beading thread that you initially threaded onto, not the one that you've just threaded through that 4th bead, push that along to your centre, and then just pull it through until, and because of the shape of these beads, you're going to get quite a nice little teardrop shape. Every shape of bead that you use, and if you use this technique, you'll find that the sort of beading thread will take on a slightly different shape according to the bead shape that you're using. So it's quite a nice thing to sort of witness, really, in a way. I wonder what that's going to look like. But there you go, I'm rambling on, but I'm a mad jewellery maker. And beading thread
might make you feel better about yourself.
It might do, I doubt it. Right, so
it's
now...
the only reason I hang out with Linda.
I think I'm just tired. The next thing is threading on, I say, with the beady bead technique, thread on 2 of your wheels on one side and 1 on the other side. Okay, that's just flop down. And then the side that you've threaded 2 on, take the other beading thread through. Okay? And pull through. And we're working in a series of 4 wheels to each loop, but because we're looping them together, basically what happens is we only need to use 3 on all of the loops after the first one, okay? So we've got 3 sitting down there now and 1 at the top. So the next row is exactly the same. 2 on one side and 1 on the other. And then threading through the side with the 1 on, take that through the 2nd bead that you threaded on onto the other side, and keep doing that for whatever length of earring that you are needing, really. You can do them short, or you can do them long, or you can do them really, really long, or if you want to continue, they make quite nice additions to a necklace. So if you wanted to stop there, you could then crimp it off like I've done on the earrings and make a series of these in graduating lengths and then put them onto a necklace, thread them onto a necklace. That looks really, really nice because that's so delicate looking. And then when you're coming to want to attach it to your earring finding, what I did was to trim off and pop on a crimp bead, okay, and take that.
Every time you say that, I'm singing "Take That and Party." Come on,
sorry.
Come on. No, don't apologise. I like it.
Take that side through there, okay, and then you've got to hope that that's going to stay put. And then what I did, and this might seem, why didn't she just continue up to the earring finding and then crimp it off? It's because I'm trying to keep these loops the same, and I found out that by adding at this point another thread, okay, and popping that thread through that crimp bead, and these are quite large crimp beads, so you can do that because you'll get probably 4 threads through there, okay. Then at that point there is when I crimp that off, okay. So now I've got a nice teardrop shape there, so I can trim off that one, which is the first beading thread that I've used throughout that drop. And then I can't explain why it happens. I mean, people say, well, why is she doing that? But I can't explain what happens. But if you use the same piece of beading thread, it just makes this too tense for some reason.
Okay.
It's really weird, but that's how it works. And then again, crimp bead on there to take it on to the earring finding, okay. Actually, I don't think I did that on that first one, did I? Yes, I did. I've got 2. Yes, I thought I had. I've got 2 crimps. So take that one off there and feed back that one side back through the crimp bead. Okay, so that's got to go through there. It's difficult because I'm trying not to get my head in the way and I'm getting my hands in the way. But that will feed back into the crimp.
Yeah, you didn't do that on these ones.
I didn't think I did.
You just fed both wires through the crimp bead.
Yeah. Okay, let's go from the other direction. I think it's because I've got my wire dented now. I'll take it through there.
Either way it's going to work. You just need your loop, don't you?
Yeah, you're just looking for a loop. There we go. We're through there. And we're going to get a smaller loop there, which is going to attach to the earring finding, crimp that off, and then get the earring finding. And when you're using anything that's got a built-in sort of attachment to it, something that you're going to attach to a piece of worked gemstone jewellery that you're doing, always make sure that you use your flat nose pliers and you open either away or towards, never sideways. Pop the earring finding on, I know I've got to trim that off, and then close that up in exactly the same direction. If you open it in any other direction, then you are really compromising the silver and it is far more likely to break, like I've just cut the earring finding instead of the wire. So I should have done that first. This is what we learn in Jewellery Makers. That we should have done it the correct way. So we open it in, it's like opening a door, backwards or forwards, never sideways. Close it up in the same direction, and then you've got a woven drop of an earring. But as I say, to be truthful with you, this sort of method you can use for pendants and all sorts. One little point, when you attach earrings to earring findings, sometimes if you've used beading thread, you're looking at it in one dimension, and when you attach it to the earring finding, it's completely changed its direction. It's, instead of going sort of face on, the drop has now become sideways on. So all you do is take the earring finding, and again with flat nose pliers, just make sure you cover with your flat nose pliers the whole of that loop on the base of the earring finding. Hold the earring finding itself firm and twist the loop, and then you then bring the dimension back to how you've actually woven it in the first place. I often find that happens. I have to fiddle with the direction of the
yeah,
earring
and don't
finding.
be, because I was really nervous when I first did that.
You know, it won't break. As long as you use your flat nose pliers and you've got whatever you're trying to move, you've got it well into those. And don't ever do anything with your fingers as far as that's concerned, because they will break.
Right, okay.
They will, because you're using it completely. Whereas anything like tying a knot or anything like that is much easier if you've got your pliers. It's a much finer job, and you've got far more tension on the wrist if you're using pliers, because all of the sort of strength is here, and we haven't got that much here. So consequently, you're using the strength from your wrist to do the work that you need to do, but it's still going to end up being exactly the same as you perceive it to be if you're using your fingers.
Thank you so much. So, whilst we're still here, have we got a special guest, and are they coming on the telly?
Batten down the hatches.
Right, we're about to talk about monofilament, but before we do, we've got a very special guest. Now, he's not even 3 years old, and he is the most precious little poppet.
He's gone all shy.
And he's a spitting image of his mother and father. This is the Jade monster.
The Jade monster. He's coming in. He's gone. He's all yak. And everyone say anything.
He's gone all quiet.
Hello. Hi. For those of you who've never seen Fee on the channel before, she's one of our Jewellery Maker presenters and on Gems TV Extra and Gems as well. And this is her little boy, Jade.
Little, not so little anymore.
You're not so little anymore.
Yeah.
Jade, you look really grown up. Haven't you gone? Are you a big boy now? Would you like to wave at that camera there, and then you can say hello to your friends on the telly?
We've lost our tongue now.
Have you been talking before though? Now, Jade, I have heard, somebody told me, is it true you can do an Elvis dance? You can't. Can you?
I'd like to see this then.
Can you show
I'd
us?
love to see it.
If Mummy puts you there, will you show us your dance? Not now. Okay, maybe
Privately,
if,
maybe.
Yeah, or maybe if Mummy can record it and we can show it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah?
Isn't it? You don't want to do it.
You don't want to do it. That's okay, you don't have to do
We
it.
need to get Tom
All
in
right.
too. Tom can do his Michael Jackson and Jade can do his Elvis. That
That's
would
a
be
good
great,
idea, yeah,
wouldn't it?
absolutely.
So what are you up to today, lovely?
I'm going to be on extra.
Yeah.
So Daddy's coming off Gems at 12, so we're passing the Jade monster over to each other. So they'll have a nice afternoon together, although it's a bit wet out there. And
Is it still soggy?
Yeah, it's pouring down. Yeah, it's raining.
Is it raining? Was it raining at home?
We were playing ball inside, weren't we?
Inside?
Yeah.
It'd be nicer in the garden, wouldn't it? Yeah. And for those of you who haven't cottoned on, who Jed is the miniature version of, his father is making balls, and it's Scott. Your daddy's on the telly as well, isn't he?
We're going to go say hello, aren't we?
Gonna say hello to Daddy? Yeah. Daddy hasn't got any hair, has he? No.
We don't hold it against him.
We don't. We don't. Just with the way he moved it back then. It's like, well, it's very nice to see you.
Say goodbye.
Bye-bye, Poppet. Can I kiss your hand?
Give a kiss, give Lucy a kiss.
Can I have a kiss here?
Oh, that's better than Ed's, isn't it? Much
better.
better.
Ed kissed me earlier, Fee. It was awful. It was hideous. It scarred me for life.
Bye, sweetheart. Oh, I'm getting a full frontal.
Oh, yeah.
Set me up for the day. He's not shy.
See you later.
You're very handsome, Jed Monster. You're very handsome. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
I think he's coming round now, Fee.
Bye. Oh, doesn't it just warm the cockles of your heart? See you later, doll.
See you, darling.
Oh, by the way, the workshop, the metal clay workshop's on, so lunch will be up there soon, so go and grab a sausage roll, Fee. She's on her way.
She's on her way.
Right, thank you very much for staying with us, folks. Lots of brief interludes today, but we thought it'd be nice for you to see the little Jed. I know because Fee talks about him, and so there he was. Right.
Right.
Monofilament.
Yeah, okay.
So this, we had a question in, text in to the show a couple of days ago. You are going to get, on average, about 80 metres of monofilaments in the kit. So, first of all, why would you use monofilament, and how do we use it?
Right, well, monofilament is, this is monofilament. It is
It's going to come in the kit,
basically,
Scott.
yes, it's in a lot of the kits. Basically, it is like a fishing twine. So by the nature of it being a fishing twine, it is enormously strong. Okay? I mean, really, do you remember that day we cut sausages on air with it?
I did, yeah.
We did. We cut
sausages.
live sausages. We
did. We totally forgot we did that. Yeah, I had my miniature sausages when I was on my protein thing, and we sliced them and you could cut cheese as well.
Yes, exactly. So
we did cocktail
it's
sausages.
very, very strong. So that is its first property. Another property is it's absolutely, I mean, you can see now I'm doing this and you can't see it. It's so fine that you can use it in illusion necklaces beautifully and put on tons and tons and tons of gemstone, and by the nature of the type of beading thread it is, it will give a suspended look on the neckline or the wrist. The thing about people do seem to be really, really concerned and worried about how to fix monofilament on necklaces. Don't be. It's exactly the same as attaching and fixing your beading thread. I mean, use crimp beads in exactly the same way that you would do when you're crimping off a beading thread, you know, the stainless steel beading thread that's in the kits. I would say if you have got the finer crimp beads at home, because they come in various sizes. If you've got, you know, there's a place for everything, and findings themselves can come in different shapes and sizes. So we've tended to put the larger crimp beads into kits of late because the majority of people prefer to use beading thread. So we like to give you the option of putting beading thread through a crimp bead several times. But sometimes you might think, well, that's it won't work with. It will still work with the monofilament. All that I would suggest that you do is in the normal way, whether you're knotting it off through a crimp bead or whether you're using a calotte, which is, you know, the another finding for ending a necklace. With a clasp on, or whether you're just doing an ordinary everyday, passing it through a crimp bead and then flattening it off with your flat nose pliers, just attach a little tiny bit of glue, whether it's super glue or whether it's jewellery glue, attach that, and that will then give you extra confidence in it. Another reason why we use monofilament and why we started to include them in kits was simply that we were finding that many of the pearls we were struggling. If people wanted to do woven designs like I've just done, we were finding that the beading thread wouldn't pass through a pearl more than once, and with weaving you need it to the whole to be bigger than that. So monofilament will pass through pearls many times, but don't be frightened of use monofilament in exactly the same way as you would use your beading thread, but if you're feeling a little bit, oh, it might not, just attach a little bit of glue on a knot if you're using a knot, or through a crimp bead.
Thanks, Jack.
That's what I do when working on my jewellery at home. Anyway.
Fab. So apparently, have we got another couple of questions? Did you say as well, Deanna? Because we'll try and do a couple now, and we'll try and do a couple a bit later as well. Okay, let's have a look at this one that's come in. Also, whilst we're looking at that, I can slip my water while I'm asked a shot because I've got a branded bottle of water. Okay, can I just have a quick swig? Would you mind? Let's look at the jewellery. I'll just drink my water. Okay. Marvellous. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, so is this the first one here from Billy? Okay. This is from Billy in Greater London. Hi, Billy. And it says, hi all, how do you neatly join the wire or monofilament together if you have 4 or more layers? Not muchly. Billy.
I'm wondering if Billy means 4 layers of gemstone. You know, is that what you perceive she means?
Do you neatly join the wire or monofilament together if you have 4 or more layers? I wonder if perhaps you've used smaller crimps in the past and you needed larger crimps to get them all through. to join them
Yeah,
together?
I mean, if you're doing a multi-layered necklace, then that's when these slightly larger crimp beads will come into their own, because you can pass beading thread or certainly monofilament through several times.
Billy, if we haven't interpreted that right, if you want to text back in...
It might be the fact that if you've got 4 or more layers, you're saying that the beading thread or the filament is going through once. If you're just passing it into your crimp bead, and then I know that you've got to come back through and go back through the crimp bead. So you're passing 8 strands through. Well, don't worry about that. As long as you keep your beading thread parallel, you've gone through the crimp bead, keep your beading thread parallel and of the same length, but you need only then pass one of those layers of beading thread back through the crimp. Just one, and that will hold the whole of that 4-layered necklace fine. You don't have to pass all 4 layers back through. Just one, and then trim off the excess of the other layers.
Hopefully that answers your
if not,
question,
you know,
Billy.
if you can just let us know if that doesn't work for you, let me know.
Okay, the next one in is a question for Linda, which says... Okay. Oh, okay. We're having a technical difficulty, surprise, surprise, in loading up the text messages, but apparently it's been a lot regarding hair combs and tiaras.
Okay.
Thank you so much to all of you who text in. There's a bit of a universal question going on here. Firstly, let's just acknowledge the one that we had in earlier.
Okay.
How do you attach a feather to a hair comb or tiara?
Yep, attaching a feather to a hair comb or a tiara, at the end of the feather, you know, you've got the quill that runs through the feather, okay? So if you want to attach it to a comb or piece of jewellery or a tiara, if the actual feather itself has gone right down to the end of that quill, then just trim off some of that feather to about 1 centimetre. Okay, so you've got a little bit of the quill standing proud.
Yeah.
And then use 0.4mm wire and twist it around the end of that quill, okay? Really, really tightly. Again, I probably would advise that you put a little bit of glue on the end of that quill first, wind the wire around it, and then you've got your wire attached to the feather in the normal way to anchor it on to the base of a tiara or a comb.
Okay, so hopefully that answered the question from earlier. And then, so just to reiterate, Deanna, the main question coming in is, when you do a tiara, okay, so when you have a tiara or a hair comb and you're wanting to put the beads so they literally just layer the whole way along, lots of people have been asking, are you using one piece, very long piece of wire, or can you use several?
You can use several, of course you can, that's the beauty of the wire. If you are doing a tiara or a comb or any sort of a hairpiece, fascinator, whatever, and you're using beads where you're doing the twisting method, coming back down to the comb, and then you want a layer of beads going across the comb. Do the twisting first, okay? Go all along the tiara, all along the comb, fascinator, whatever, with your twisting method first. That means that your beads are standing proud. And then finish that off, and then anchor another piece of wire and anchor it onto the comb or the tiara, thread on your beads, and then work along the baseline of your tiara. If you're only using the baseline, then anchor it round the tooth of a comb, the wire, 2 or 3 times. Always come back, return the wire. If you've got the tiara sitting, I've got a tiara band here, but I can't find it. Work this way up. In other words, you've got, say this is your tiara band here. You need to anchor it so that you're pulling the wire up from behind it, anchor the bead, and then coming round that way. Don't come forward and back around the tiara or the bead. Bring the wire up behind it every time.
Okay.
And then go over. It gives a much, much neater effect, and you can get your wire much tighter.
And if you'd like some more information and you're interested in tiaras and hair combs, we do have a tutorial DVD available at that, and it's only £4.95. But right now, for the first time, can you believe it's Jade, but we're going to do 8 of them. We're going to go to the Wall of Fame. Okay, good stack of them to get through now. Let's take it away.
This is number 11,
Lovely.
and this is from Avril. Avril says, here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's my first attempt at pearl knotting using white rice pearls and blue potato pearls with a 925 heart toggle clasp, all from Jewellery Maker. I love all your shows, and if I can't watch, I record. Thank you all for the great entertainment. And that's from Avril. Avril, that's lovely. Pearl knotting is great.
It's lovely.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Really classy. Well done, hun. Then, oh, I just heard the rain. It's lashing down outside. Number 12, gorgeous colours. This is from Rosemary in Sheffield. Hi, Rosemary. And it says, this is the first time I've sent an entry to the Wall of Fame, or may it be your first of many. Hope it's good enough, she said. It's stunning. I'm really enjoying the show. From Rosemary in Sheffield. You're number 12, hun. Good luck to you.
This is gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. This is number 10, and it's from Christine in Northern Ireland. Christine says, hi all at Jewellery Maker. Here's my entry to the Wall of Fame, made from 10mm crackle quartz and chain bought from Jewellery Maker, silver findings from my stash. I kept it simple to show off these beautiful quartz stones.
So lovely.
I finished it off with a little drop chain at the clasp at the back. That's a great idea. I like the detail at the back. Hope I'm lucky this time, as I'm broke buying from Jewellery Maker. Christine, that's beautiful.
We know how you feel, hon.
beautiful.
It's an addiction. That is really gorgeous.
It is,
I love
it's
the silver
gorgeous.
detailing at the top of that as
Yeah.
well. This one is from Sandra in Hertfordshire. You've been busy, stretchy braceleting away. And it says, hi, at JM, please find attached my entry for the Wall of Fame. I made the stretchy summery bracelets using gemstones for my stash. Just sell at a craft fair I'm doing at the weekend. So best of luck to you for that, hun. Love the show and learning so many techniques from Sandra in Hertfordshire.
They're lovely.
They are really lovely. Well done.
This is number 13, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And it's from Marilyn in Aberdeen. Oh, smoky quartz, I love it. Marilyn says, hi everyone at Jewellery Maker. I'm on holiday this week, so loving the live shows and not playing catch up. I've also managed to make a few pieces of jewellery, so I thought I'd share a recent make. Smoky quartz pendant and earrings. Hope you like it and it gets chosen for the Wall of Fame. I wouldn't like to be the person or persons who has the job of choosing which designs are shown, as there are so many beautiful designs shown on your Facebook page that are probably entered to the Wall of Fame. Also, loving seeing all the designers' work shown on there too. It's nice to get inspiration from others, especially when Chloe walks in front of the set, in front of me, and I lost my place on the
Well, she didn't actually walk though. She crawled on her hands and knees.
Yeah, she crawled. Marilyn, that is beautiful.
I love the way you photographed it as
Yeah,
well,
so do
Marilyn.
I. That's given. It's absolutely beautiful. It's just beautiful. Just beautiful.
And just so you know, we don't choose which designs
we
get
don't.
seen. It's literally just haphazard. So they all get seen. Now this is lovely. Number 14, and this says, hi JM, here's my entry to this week's Wall of Fame. A few pieces are made with a lot of help from Rachel Norris's DVD. I just love her work. And that's from Catherine. Catherine, they are gorgeous. And I believe Rachel's back on the show on Wednesday. Wednesday should be with you. Number 14. Good luck.
This is from Hannah. This is gorgeous, Hannah. This is number 15, and it's from Hannah, and I can't read out where I'm sorry, I just can't read out. It's in Wales, so you can understand why I can't read out where Hannah lives. It's... Can you read that? Anyway, it's near Lampton.
Clonfair, Boondoggle.
That's good.
I used to be better at my Welsh, I'm not anymore.
I'm hopeless. So.
I live near Chester, you see, where I used to live, and a lot of my friends, my best friend's Welsh, so I was, yeah, I used to spend a lot of time in Wales, but I'm so sorry, I probably said that completely wrong.
Anyway, Hannah says, I've been sat here watching in awe. If only I could use wire in such an inventive and beautiful way. Maybe one day. She must have been watching me there.
With Laura Binding the other day, yeah.
I've not long been making jewellery, so can you imagine my chuffedness? I think I've just made that word up, she says.
I love it.
And the attached jewellery suite actually came together and didn't look too bad. It looks
gorgeous.
The beads used are faceted and plain round amethyst beads, both from Jewellery Maker, sterling silver findings and some fire polished check glass thrown in for a bit of sparkle. Love the fun and the frolics, especially the frolics from Carol. She's a nutter after my own heart. Keep those bargains galore coming to us, and that's love from Hannah. Hannah, that's beautiful. Actually, there's a watch. That's a watch.
That's absolutely
a watch
gorgeous.
bracelet.
I'll pass on your
Beautiful.
nutterness comment to Carol. She'll be grateful for that. And number 16, the final one for now, and this is from Mark. That's lovely. And it says, hi all at JM, here's my Wall of Fame entry made with the fuchsia flower jewellery kit a wire, and it's my first go at trying to make a butterfly. It looks a bit messy, so do you have any tips? Thanks, Mark. Mark, I don't think it looks messy. I think. No. And tips, I'm the wrong person to give tips. You know what we'll probably do? We'll get Rachel Norris on the case. Now Rachel is on Wednesday, so Jack, you'll be with Rachel on Wednesday. Can we keep this to one side after the show and maybe see if she has any advice for Mark? Brilliant, but I think that's the first one. You're doing brilliantly, Hannah. And that's number 16. So we're going to go to a short break. When we return, we've got, oh, check out that little display there. We've got a mega bundle offer. We've got another brand new kit. We've got more questions for Linda. We've got lots of other new things all coming up. In fact, let's just have a look. Oh, look at this. Oh, pink, 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 pink. And it's all coming up on the other side of this.
The early bird catches the worm. Don't miss out on your chance to grab our amazing early bird offers at 9 AM on weekday mornings. Catch them while you can.
My feelings on Jewellery Maker. I think Jewellery Maker is great fun. You get to meet loads of people you never knew that were there, never knew they existed, because there's a community on Facebook that you can speak to. There are people who, there's little groups that you can join, and everybody likes to make different things. They'll show you the pictures. If you've got advice or they've got advice, you can swap notes. There are all kinds of people of all different ages. It's not just geared at ladies. You've got some gentlemen joining now, and you can make jewellery with your children. It's a nice community thing to do, and I like the togetherness. It feels like you've suddenly got a whole load of friends out there, and it's just a nice warm feeling as well as being fun.
Thread a bead of your choice onto a head pin. Using your thumb, create a right angle. Then, using your wire cutters, trim the head pin approximately 1 centimetre from the bead. Using your round nose pliers, rotate the head pin back towards you until it meets the base of the bead. Then you will have created a basic loop.
Gemstones on Jewellery Maker are 100% genuine, giving your jewellery designs the beauty and character that only Mother Nature can provide. Carnelian is a striking member of the Chalcedony family and features warm orange and reddish tones. Treasured throughout history, it's long been used in carvings and cameos. Carnelian is mainly sourced from Japan, Brazil and Uruguay, although the gem has also been discovered in France and even Cornwall in England. Genuine carnelian gemstones from Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker is such a fun channel to watch, even if you're not buying anything. The presenters and the guest designers are absolutely fabulous. I also love it because it's given me a common interest with my sister. We live a long way apart and we are very completely different in our outlook on life, and we now have something that we can converse with and we both enjoy.
Bit of brioche on that one. I like to keep you informed with what I'm eating throughout the day. And there we go. Right, we're going to do this amazing bundle offer. Now, can I have the details for this, please, Thomasina? Thank you very much, my little Bambi. Oh my word, right. I need you to get in the frame of mind of bulk stash, bargain bundle buying. If you go for a bargain bundle, you're going to get a deal. Now with this one, this is a bit different because before they were even bundled, we had some price slash strands here. So The price I'm going to tell you that it should have been at actually wasn't the original prices. It was a reduced price, then we bundled it together and you're going to save even more. Now the only way you can get the saving is to be using the code that comes up on the top of your screen. If you go onto the website and decide to buy a few things separately, you're not going to get the discount, and it's a whopping discount, and it's a beautiful bundle. And the bundles that we've had in the last few days have flown out so quickly. This is Jack's little display for you. I don't quite know how I feel about this display. It's certainly unique. Right, let's have a look then at what you're going to be getting. So first of all, this bundle starts with, you see, oh, I've just completely destroyed the reel, so be careful when you undo yours. This is beading thread. You're going to get 10 spools of this with 10 meters on each one, so you're going to get 100 meters. Now this is beading thread, but it's the 0.45, and it has a coating on. So to be honest, yes, it's beading thread, but it does hold its shape a little bit more. I think the scope for potentially, you could effectively get the look of wire wrapping and all sorts of this, because it does hold its shape so beautifully. Did you see the pendant that Laura did the other day with the different loops on it, or some of Gemma's, guest designer Gemma's design ideas, where she does the big loops that expose the beading thread? It's going to be lovely. It really holds its shape really nicely. Now you don't need to scrimp on this, because there are 100 meters coming your way. 100 meters. 100 meters. Not just one, not two, not 10, 100 meters. Okay, we've then also got wire in this bundle offer. I'll just confirm this. Yeah, we've got 15 meters of the 0.6 wire. Now, we have been talking a lot about tiaras. 0.6 is great for tiaras, isn't it?
Absolutely great, yeah.
Right, what are you eating?
I've just had a cereal bar.
All right, a cereal bar. 0.6 in the wire there, okay. Get me bits and pieces together here. Okay, then you've got, I'm showing you all the little extras because when it starts getting to the gemstones, the phone lines are going to go bonkers. You've then got 10 organza gift bags. These are the dinky purple ones. They're measuring 7 by 9 centimeters. Okay, and you're going to get 10 of those. Okay, then, now, perfect for when Linda's on the show, the tiara headbands. You can use the tiaras or you can just literally use them as plain headbands. And you're going to be getting 5 of these. These are 5mm in their thickness. And I've got to say, as a hairband wearer myself, they're really comfy. You know how some really pinch behind your ears? These are really comfy. In fact, I could put one on now. It's quite nice plain, isn't it? Really don't get close on my hair though, I need my roots doing. There's my big nose. Amanda said I've got a big nose. So, I have had it 32 years, I'm quite used to it, it's fine. Right, okay, let's really get to the crux of the massive saving, and a bundle is about saving you money. That's what a bundle is about. So, let's first of all start off with purple frosted amethyst. Now, they are double drilled, and I've got 2 strands of double drilled frosted amethyst, 2 different sizes. We've got one which is 8mm, and one which is 12mm, so you're 8 and you're 12. So rather than being highly polished, they've been highly buffed, and you can see you've got the double drill. This is so incredibly useful, particularly when you see some of the designs that Linda's done. I love that one where you've used the purple beading thread and the quartz and the pearls. That's lovely. And Linda's been able to achieve a design that's only been able to be achieved because these are double drilled. So that's lovely. So you're getting both of those. Now, if you were to price these up, all individually, by the way, this bundle would be over £72. Yeah. I don't know about you, I've got £72 in my back pocket at the moment, but I am in for a saving. So let's then look at the other purple strands that we've got in this kit. Oh! These are 14mm round shell pearls. They are chunky and massive pearls. They're beautiful, 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 beautiful. Then we've got the frosted white quartz, and these are bear with me a second, 12mm in their diameter, and as well as being frosted, they have been gently faceted as well, so you've still got some shape and you've still got movement of light there. Can you see that? And then there's real opportunity for playing around with the clarity of these to see the threads going through. You've got tons, and all the jewellery that Linda's made hasn't even used up half the bundle. I think you probably used not even half.
About half, yeah.
About half. And they're they're gemstone heavy pieces, and they're beautiful. I'm going to save my favourite piece till last, actually. Okay, then, now these are gorgeous colours. These are really versatile, particularly with your more muted tones of the gemstones that you're using. Purple, blue, gold and burgundy. Oh no, actually, no, that's the other strand. Ignore me. These are real pearls, and they're 6 to 7mm each. Beautiful, aren't they? I don't think this is on your list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, these aren't on my list in here. I wonder if they're not on your list on the website. Should these be in? Yeah, they should definitely be in.
Definitely.
Yeah, they're just not listed on my list. I hope hopefully you've got yours. It's listing 7 strands of gemstones on my list, but you're actually getting 8. Bonus. Okay. Other real pearls are these beautiful purple rice pearls. Look at the colour of those. Can I just say, I've got so many people allocating this bundle to their baskets already. DK, GC, 64. In fact, we're approaching a third of the stock gone already. Right. Can we just have a look at this necklace on the end here, please, with the... This is just... That is beautiful. And the gemstones in question are both the gorgeous, clear double-drilled white quartz. So incredibly useful. They're beautiful. And again, with the clarity, you can really play around with the colour thread that you put through. And the other strand is this one. And really, what's really exciting is the piece, excuse me, I've got hiccups, the piece of jewellery that Linda has made. Literally, she's only picked out the blue ones to go with that look. So there's loads of scope for doing that design all over again, many times over, using literally just 2 strands of gemstones and doing a different colourway. So let's recap. We're looking at a bundle offer here that at slashed prices, we'd be at £72, over £72. So let's go back and let's just work out how much of a saving we're going to be getting, because we've got 5 of the tiara headbands. We've got 15 meters of that silver-plated copper wire, which is 0.6 mil. You've also got 100 meters of that 0.45 beading thread, which is it has a different texture as well because it's got the coating on. You've got 10 organza gift bags. Now this is where the saving really comes into play, because look at this for genuine gemstones. I mean, this could keep you going for a long time. And if you're in business with jewellery making, this is a real business opportunity for you, where you've got real amethyst, you've got 12mm and 8mm frosted, faceted, double drilled squares. You've got genuine pearl rice beads. You've got the clarity of that clear quartz, double drilled and faceted, 8mm, 12mm on the big chunkier frosted, gorgeous white quartz there. You've also got another strand of real potato pearls. You've also got the shell pearl and multicoloured strand, and they are 10mm in diameter, and then a whopping 14mm. Now all of these all together, we're going to come to over £70 with the tiaras, the copper, silver-plated wire, and then all of your 100 meters. Think about it this way. How many strands do you usually buy from us in a day? Do you treat yourself to wire? And do you think about how you're going to display it in bags? Do you think about adding something else onto your order for tiaras? Now we know, because of the computer data that we have, we know what the average spend per day is per customer. It's higher on the weekends because we have more people watching. Everything here is going to be a lower price than the average spend of a customer on the weekend. And I'm just talking one day of the weekend, not when we used to do combined delivery, which is now, it's a reduced delivery that we do per day. But you're getting more. So for one, and I mean one price, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strands of genuine gemstones, 5 tiaras, silver plated wire, 100 meters of the different of the purple thread, and 10 organza gift bags. Good luck, everyone. This is a brand new bundle offer today, and for one price at $52.95, you get the lot. You get 8 strands of genuine gemstones there, and absolutely everything else that you see. And we're going to go and see what Linda has done with this, but the phone lines are starting to get very, very busy. If you hit a queue, don't worry, we know you there. Hold the line. Okay, I'm going to scoot over to my little friend. Now, bearing in mind, Linda's done some incredibly beautiful gem-heavy pieces here as well, and not even used half of the bundle. I thought it was attached to my chair, but it wasn't. It's fine. Panic over. Okay, Linda. Oh my word! Did you enjoy this bundle?
I did. I mean, it's got some serious gemstone in it, and it was a joy to work with the double drilled, and I've used that double drilled in some respects as a single drill, because when you've got a normal drilled,
I see.
Yeah,
on this one.
Yeah,
So if
when
we start
you've
on
got,
this one
yes.
here.
When you've got a normal drill bead going through the centre, then you've only got sort of one way of laying the gemstone out. But when you've got a double drilled, you can almost give like a drop look or a brickwork look by using the just a single drill. And it just seems to highlight the gems somehow to me. But then again, in other pieces of jewellery, I've used them as their nature intended them to be used after they've been drilled, and used them in a woven design, which created sort of a cat's cradle look, if you can remember doing that as a kid.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's, when you are presented with a gemstone that's got 2 drill holes in it, don't actually see that you've got to use it with the 2 drill holes, because it works if you just want to use one.
But as we move to the next necklace, you've really played on the double drilled on this one.
That's right, yeah.
And that's with this one here. Look, I love this. Look at the way that beading thread's been used. In fact, let me just put that against the back of my hand for a minute so you can see perhaps a little bit clearer there. Fab, hey? So that looks like it was really good fun to make.
Yes, it was actually. It's simply a matter of using 4 strands of the beading thread and passing the 2 centre strands as they pass through the gemstone, crossing them. So 2 strands are running parallel, and then 2 strands are crossing and going through their opposite drill holes. And then obviously the pearls are just threaded on.
Yeah.
Onto each thread.
Yeah, that's fab. Completely. What I really love about this is, with every single necklace, completely different look. It's like if you'd have seen it from a kit, you'd have thought there were, 4 individual kits just for the necklaces here. Now this one is stunning. Again, taking advantage of the double drilling.
That's taking advantage of the double drilling, very much so. In as much as I have on this, on the frosted white quartz there, I've used the double drills exactly as they're meant to be, but I've put them onto eye pins and then suspended and dropped the chain.
Oh wow, so the eye pin, so one eye pin's gone through all of those gemstones?
Yes.
Down one side?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the amethyst here at the point on the neckline here, these amethyst here, I've just used the 1 drill hole on either side. So that's then given a little bit of a textured look, because they stand a little bit proud of these. And that's just passing 2 of the eye pins through the gemstone, but it's only passing through the 1 hole, the inner hole on the amethyst.
That's really lovely, a very different look. We've For all of you there on the phone lines, please bear with us. Thank you so much. Do hold the line. And if you're shopping on the website and you've allocated your basket, we have experienced over the last few days some technical difficulties with the website playing up a bit. And you think something's in your basket and then it's not. And I am so sorry, and I can't apologise enough. And our IT department are on the case. So I would say if you've got something in your basket and you know you want it, don't wait to check it out. Just check it out, and then you know it's yours. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you get this bundle home and you go, send it back and we'll give you a full refund. But I know you're going to go, yes, loads for my money. So then we've got a lovely pair of earrings here. These are just really funky.
Yeah, again, that's using the double drilled in a different way and creating with it just with a pearl here. That's using wire and just popping a little pearl. The one drill hole I've used on the clear quartz there, and then I've passed it coming from the bottom one here. Popped on it's a threading process, to be truthful, using wire. Popped on a little pearl and done a little sort of how would you describe that? It's sort of off centre, off balance, but works just the same.
They just look really arty. A bit more organic rather than being very...
organised, yeah.
Now, 2 final pieces here. I'm just going to... This one first.
And that's sort of...
I am stealing all of these, by the way.
That's a serious use of the gemstones.
Isn't it just raw?
And I kept back 2 of the golden pearls in the mixed pearl strand and the one blue one, just to enhance really that it will work, because it's a pendant. Your eyes sort of focus at the centre of a pendant, and that's what you see it as. You see it as a drop, as a drop style pendant. So this is irrelevant up the neckline. So you don't, in other words, you don't have to match your gemstone coming up the neckline as the gemstone that you have in your pendant, because that's a focal point. On the eye, that will look perfectly fine, and then move up to the neckline and not incorporating these golden and the blue pearl, if you understand what I'm saying.
I just am in a little coffee moment then. But that's lovely to be able to then, don't feel that you have to. I think that's something that I really pick up from a lot of our designers, Linda particularly. Don't go for the expected. So with those colours being brought in, that colour element, taking it away from the expected, has given it the designer look. It's that unexpected moment that you go, oh, oh.
Well, if you look at the likes of Chanel and people of that sort of calibre, a lot of their jewellery is really off the wall.
Yeah.
And because it's Chanel, you think, wow, you know, but you can do exactly the same. Exactly the same. Don't be frightened of it.
I think it was lovely. I think that use of colour is lovely. I think a lot of people will be copying that. Once again, thank you for your patience on the phone lines, and do be checking out your baskets. Right, final piece of resistance. Bearing in mind that Linda has made a tiara here, 4 combs left, loads of wire left, loads of beading thread left, not used, 1 organza gift bag, half the beads left, and look at this.
I mean, that's really pearl heavy, that one is.
But it works so nicely having the combination of pearl and shell pearl.
Yes, exactly. Oh, sorry, Lucy.
You just spit on me.
No, actually yes, I did. That's a bit serious.
I think it's stuck to my finger.
No, it isn't. I just mopped it up.
You can have that back. Lovely.
Let's get back to the tiara.
Yeah, let's go back to the tiara. Rudely spat cereal by.
Oh, you could only get it on Jewellery Maker, Linda and Lucy, couldn't you?
Hey, bagel.
Yeah, so the colours of these, of the shell pearl and the pearl, are so deep, and so these are the colours I describe as jewel colours to me. These are. If anybody says, oh, you know, oh, that's really in jewel colours, I think of the deep purples, the deep golds, and the russet colours and everything. So I kept them all together on this tiara. Basically, this is a hairband to me. You know, but it'll work as a fascinator, as a tiara as well. But the pearl's doing the work on this, and it's so beautiful.
It is stunning, and the beautiful thing about the wire as well, you can then, if you want to wear it a bit more of a tiara and have some sticky outfits, because you know the hair comb you made me for when I got married. Yeah. I've worn that so much, and worn it with sort of a bit funky because you can then stick the prongs out, or a bit more sort of elegant, you can lie them down, depending on the look you want to go for, and that's the beauty of this technique, which comes in your free booklet, by the way, that comes with your first purchase. So go for it. Amazing. Absolutely love all of this jewellery, Linda, and once again, so much left over. If you're going to sell your jewellery, could you sell all of this for £52.95? Have we got pound signs in our eyes? I mean, it is an amazing opportunity, but also, if you're just starting out, you know all these colours are going to work together as well. The thinking's been done for you, and if you're a fan of purple, this is a bundle of purple dreamness. There you go, and that's the technical term. I want to work for that. Right, are we going to short break? We're going to go to a short break, and upon our return, we've got some new things to launch, and we've got our final brand new kit. If you like pink, oh, brand new kit at the end.
Our standard delivery is now only £2.95 per day, regardless of how many pieces of jewellery are added to your order. Delivery takes between 4 to 6 working days, and if you want your jewellery quicker, simply speak to our call centre about our premium delivery service.
Very rare, and Sri Lanka is famous for its top quality. This mine is over 150 years old, and sometimes the miners find not just moonstone, but also ancient mining tools.
Begin by threading a bead onto an eye pin. Cut the eye pin off within 1 centimetre from the bead using your cutters. Using your flat nose pliers, bend the eye pin away from you at 90 degrees to the bead. Using your round nose pliers, make a simple loop by bending the eye pin over in a circular motion back towards your bead. Repeat the above steps with another bead of your choice. Once you have done this, open the eye pin loop and attach it to the first bead you made. Repeat these steps until you have a gemstone chain.
Add to your collection with our Wirework DVD, which is full of hints, tips and step-by-step instructions for all levels. Join guest designer Laura Binding as she takes you through how to create the Tree of Life, the herringbone weave and many more. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Last year, Gems TV held its first ever Christmas Gala dinner, raising over £6,000 through auctions and raffles to go towards projects in Zambia. And this summer, we're doing it again. Join us on Friday the 10th of August at the Stratford Manor Hotel for our Summer Sparkle Ball. Set in the heart of England, surrounded by 21 acres of landscape grounds, this quintessential English hotel will provide the perfect venue for an evening of fantastic food, auctions, raffles and a live band, which is guaranteed to get everyone on the dance floor. With even bigger auctions and more raffle prizes to be won, choose from 3 different packages, with tickets starting from just £59 per person. But be quick to book, as presenter-hosted tables are strictly limited and bound to sell out fast. To book your tickets, call 0845 6588 663 or go to our website for more details. The Summer Sparkle Ball with Gems TV.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new jewellery maker hobby.
My thoughts on Jewellery Maker. I find that if you're an experienced jewellery maker or new to the hobby, Jewellery Maker has everything for you. Right from the basic findings up to the more expensive and a little bit more intricate feature beads, pendants that you can bead. I think it's a really, really lovely site. As a teacher myself, I have bought all of the basic kits for my students. You can't get them cheaper anywhere. Very comprehensive, very nicely made, quality goods. I really can't say much more about Jewellery Maker. It's a really good site to visit.
So, oh, my hair's gone all doobly. After putting that hat on to hide my nose. Right, let's do some new in. Which would you like to go for first, Deanna? Shall we go with the agate beads that we couldn't do earlier? Sorry, we couldn't do them all earlier. Technical difficulty. Rectified. We can do them now. Hurrah! Okay, so you're going to get... How many do we get, Deanna? 15! Yeah, 15 of these, so they're agate, but look at them, they're amazing. Do you know what I think these would work beautifully with? Rainbow hematite. And I think I've got rainbow hematite on Monday's show. Have I got a rainbow hematite Monday's show, Jack? Is that what came down before? I know you're not here, but didn't it come down from the warehouse before to be photographed? Oh, possibly. You've been very aloof today. Okay, so you're going to get approximately 15 of these. They're genuine agate, and then they've got a gold overlay over the top. So you have all of you. Are you okay?
I'm all right. Yeah, it's just the set I'm wrecking.
Oh, we've just broken the temporary set. Temporary set broken. The big crash, the bang, and the wallop was a hammer block.
Was it?
Yeah. Jack's on his hands and that, yeah. Wow. So that's what the big crash, bang, and wallop was. And yeah, the set's just a bit broken. So we'll carry on. And so you're going to get 80 carats of these. This is bonkers, isn't it? They're 12 by 8 millimeters each. And do you know what? There's something about them, because they feel like gemstones, because they are gemstones. Right, these have been so popular. Can you imagine a design with these intermingled in? For example, I've got the tourmaline coming up for you within the next kit. Look at that with those, they're beautiful. They're really beautiful, they're quite sizable as well, so they're going to be statement sizes. I've already got people on the phone lines, I've already got people allocating to the baskets. Free phone number 0800 644 655. One post and packaging price for all of your purchases all day. £8.95 on these. You're going to get approximately 15 of them. And I mean, these are genuine agate as well that you've got here. If you love the cyber silver, you're going to absolutely love these as well. Obviously, they're gold. £8.95. They're going really quickly. About a third of the stock's already been allocated on them, and we had a lot of these. I'm going to bring you a smaller size of them as well in just a moment, which I think complements really nicely. Can you imagine these with lapis lazuli? Oh look, it's like a babushka doll. Oh look, babushka.
It is, yes. Yeah. I used to love those when I was little.
Yeah, I've got my babushka dolls. Oh. So here we go at 12 by 8 millimeters at £8.95. How are we doing on stock levels on those, Deanna? Okay, less than 60 of those packs now. Really, Speedy Gonzales, quick off the mark to grab those at £8.95. Okay, then I'm going to speedy our way through these, and then we're going to end the show with our final new kit. Now these are really seriously cute. So didn't that look cute? It was like daddy and baby bead. Babushka, babushka, babushka. Did she actually sing Babushka? Kate Bush.
Heathcliff!
It's me, I'm Gabby. I've come home. Any road. So these are also new in exactly the same concept, whether you're looking at agate with a gold overlay along the top. Obviously these are dinkier. Let's get the size and the volume on your screen. Cute, aren't they? It's really hard to explain because if you've used gold-plated coloured beads before, that are just literally a base metal. So they're 6x4 millimeters. How many approximately are you going to get in a pack of these, Deanna? 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm thinking 20. Oh, approximately 24 on these. They have a different feel to them, but can you just imagine them with lapis lazuli? I think they'd look absolutely striking. They'd look stunning, stunning, stunning. So, or just simply with some black onyx. How about with these chips here? With these nuggets? Oh, we're loving that combination, aren't we? What are we thinking of that combination, Claire? Oh. So 10 carats of agate with gold plating on top. Let's bring these in for you again. So brand new in today, JPCK 555. Right, you have to get those at £5.95. You have to, you have to, you have to. It's the Lucy law. JPCK 55, amazing price on those. And I think, to be honest as well, I do love amethyst and gold together. So I think there's a lot of scope for using these with the bundle offer that we've just done for you as well. Very, very beautiful. Very elegant. Just fab beads for £5.95. That nearly went everywhere. Come on, baby beads. Come on. I think a couple just went on the floor. Hold the phone lines for me there. We've got a queue of about 3 minutes, worst case scenario, so hold the line. Okay, let's go with these. And I want to do something really amazing on the price of these because I think the original price is quite high. And what was the original one? Oh, these aren't the ones that, because the other ones were at £19.95, I think. Yeah. So, yeah. And what are you going to do, Matt? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to do a fabulous introductory offer on these. Oh, yes, I'm loving this. So, I'm feeling an Art Deco look with these. What are you thinking, Linda, with these ones? I'm feeling Art Deco.
Very Art Deco, incredibly
Actually,
so. Macintosh type of Art Deco.
Absolutely, my nan is one of the biggest fans of Macintosh. I've got lots of, got some beautiful Macintosh mugs at home actually. A lovely piece of, a lovely picture, Macintosh picture as well. You see, I quite like them. If you play around with your wire, I quite like the idea. Oh yes, I'm liking this. And if you've got some, I'm hiding them quite a lot though, aren't I? If you've got some abalone shell at home, I wonder if there's scope for using them even more around skirts, see how they'd fit. Oh, look at that. Are you serious? Have we got a technical fault with these? Sorry folks, we have a technical difficulty bringing in the graphics on those. It's boring, isn't it? Technical difficulties are boring. Right, let's do these then, hopefully, because we couldn't bring these to you on air the other day and I was desperate to, so hopefully I've got them for you today. Now these are stunning. I had these on the show with Debbie the other day and unfortunately we had a technical difficulty bringing these to you live on air. I'm hoping that is not the case now. And if it is, I might chuck them somewhere. So look at the, I mean, they really remind me of a variety of sweetie that used to be called an opal fruit. Now they're double drilled and they're all quartz, but they're hand carved. Look at this, it really reminds me of a raspberry sorbet. Look
seen
at
those
that.
before.
They're amazing. They look a little bit like Diablos.
Where's the drill hole?
The drill holes are just there.
Oh wow.
You see it from there, okay? You see it on the screen.
Oh, I like that. Oh, double drill.
Yeah.
I like those. Those are going to look stunning on a necklace. Just a chunk of them at the base of a necklace, sitting together like a jigsaw, aren't they?
Yeah, lovely.
Beautiful.
And I think the scope as well to play around with different ideas, because these can flip, can't they, of course? You can have a little bit of movement here. They'd be gorgeous charms and things, wouldn't they? As well, because obviously they can dangle around.
Putting little gemstone beads, these little 4mm orange beads around that indent would be pretty, wouldn't it? And dropping that as a pendant.
Oh, what a beautiful idea. That's the 4mm red agate that Linda has in her challenge day, which we still need to look at. We've only got 25 minutes left of the live show and we've still got a brand new kit to bring to you. See, there's some scope to this one being brought in with the next kit as well. Right, 14 by 12mm. We're looking at 48 carats in total. They're orange, yellow and pink carved quartz, hand-carved flowers for £9.95. They are beautiful. Working out around about £3.30 odd pence each. Just under £3.33 each. On 0800 644 655. I'm so sorry we couldn't bring them to you the other day. I don't know if you have seen them since. I believe this is the first time that technically they've been able to be brought to you on screen, graphically, that is. And they are just juicy, juicy, juicy colours. And I do think, I mean, I've seen this video footage of these being hand carved and the technique applied to it. They're gorgeous. So £9.95. Right, let's go and head in then to our final kit of the day. Ready? Are you ready, Linda? I'm coming over in just a minute.
All right, okie dokie, I'll get
with
it
my
ready.
squeaker chair. Right, we're going to speed Gonzalez through it because we're quite short on time. 50 metres of beading thread, 6 metres clear elastic and 80 metres of 0.25 gauge monofilament. And now we're a little bit clearer, hopefully, on the use of the monofilament. Okay, large and small organza gift bag. And 43 pieces of 925 sterling silver. We'll have a look at the silver in just a second. Let's start looking at the contents of this amazing kit. Okay, first off, tourmaline. Ladies, tourmaline. This kit has been named Punk Rock. I quite like that name for it. Did you name this?
No.
No. Tourmaline comes in over 100 different colours and you've got a huge plethora of different hues going through those colour spectrum within here. 5mm, oh now then, 5mm. I can just say I've got such a sneaky extra for you in this kit that it's going to sway it, that you're just going to buy it. Okay, you've also got black sardonyx. These are nuggets going from approximately 18 by 6mm each. So they're long. I actually wouldn't call these nuggets. These are chips. Or long nuggets. Or chuggets. They're long, nuggety. Actually, I would call them long nuggets. I wouldn't call them chips at all. I'm lying. Or chuggets, we can call them. And they are averaging. Oh wow, look at some of the markings you've got on some of these. 18 by 6. Okay, we've already got people on the phone lines. This is our final brand new kit of the day. Now here is where the hot pink element comes in. Faceted shell pearl, 12mm faceted rounds, and this hot pink colour. That's reconstituted shell in order to look like pearl. It looks amazing. Okay, let's have a look at your 925 sterling silver, and then I'm going to throw in a cheeky extra for you. 10 head pins, 10 eye pins, 2 pairs of shepherd hooks, 9 jump rings, 3 of which are smaller ones are your split rings, and 10 crimp beads. Your jump rings are 5, 8 and 6mm in size. Right, let's stop the music please. I have for you here a strand that is included in this kit. It's a chain. And it's absolutely beautiful. It's a gemstone that was, when we look back through legend and lore, it's actually known as a Viking's compass. It used to be used at sea because the way that the sun reflects off it can be used as a compass at sea. And iolite gets its name from the Greek word ios, meaning violet. And Tom's really proud of himself because he guessed what gemstone it was just from the facts I was giving you. Well done, Bambi. Look at this. Nine inches of 925 sterling silver and pure, beautiful highlight. I'm going to wish you luck because the price we're going to end our show on today, and the price we're going to launch our final new thing of today, will mean this will fly out. Now, if you've already made a purchase today, I want you to add on to your order. Take advantage of only one post and packaging price for you all day today. It's either £2.95 to have it sent Royal Mail, and we know so many people have been getting great feedback. So many people have been really impressed with the packaging and the quality of the Royal Mail deliveries. If you'd like it a bit quicker, we've got a premium delivery, which is couriered to your door. Still everything for just £4.95, couriered through your DPD delivery service. So there's two options for you. You've got a choice now. So this is all day today till midnight tonight. You can keep adding onto your order. If you've already made a purchase today, maybe you got the agate pendants we did at the start of the show. Maybe you got the tiger's eye, the jasper that we've been doing, some of the chains we've been doing. All of this, everything you've been shopping for all day has been building up for you to add this kit onto your order. So you've got the faceted shell pearl, you've got the highlight. I mean, those two together look absolutely beautiful. Linda's used this in the most stunning way. You've then got the genuine tourmaline in there as well as the long nuggets. So your genuine gemstones, your large and your small organza gift bag, your 43 piece of 925 sterling silver, your threading materials, and all of this is coming in today for £19.95. Now, I don't know about you, but I would expect £9.95 going off our own website just for the highlight chain. Take that away. Would you be able to find for £10? Would you be able to find this kit anywhere else for less than 20? Could you? The answer to that, by the way, is no. You could not. You could not buy this kit anywhere else at that price. MK GC61. Brand new in, less than £20. How are we doing on the phone lines there, everybody? Have we got queues? Hold the line, hold the line, hold the line, hold the line. Currently, if you're watching during the live show, you're being allocated one as you call in to this point. So for those of you who are in the queue, we apologise, I'm so sorry. It's £19.95. The highlight alone is beautiful. You've got tourmaline there. What are you doing, Sheila? What are you nosing at now?
Still here.
She's being like a little bad smell and she's just hanging around for a bit. Right, let's scoot over now and see what Linda has done with this kit. She's not like a bad smell really, she smells really nice today. So, oh sorry, I just squooted out of shot then. Squooted. Oh, I'm so chuffed that you put that hot pink with the highlight.
The highlight is magnificent. I mean, it's just impossible to describe the colour of it, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
I mean, I absolutely adore charcoal greys and smoky greys, and that's what we've got in a gemstone with hints of purples and blues. I just think it's so elegant.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Beautiful. So let's start off first of all with this necklace. Prime, just simply using the this 925 sterling silver findings, the chuggets and the genuine tourmaline. Then going down to this bracelet here, a weave technique. Now this is lovely with the little flowers in between as well.
Yes, again, that's just through a weave technique. I've used a lot of weaving techniques. I think we go in, I think psychologically we just go in these sort of spasms of jewellery making techniques, and all kits today I've used quite a lot of the beading thread.
Spasms.
Yeah.
Should we use the word trend?
Trend will work even better. Trend.
Spasms. Spasms of designs. Well, you know, Linda's the pro. If that's what she wants to call it, that's what she wants to call it.
Well, it's a spasm for me. It might be a trend for you.
Now, these are gorgeous as well. Again, making a feature of that 925 sterling silver larger jump rings that you've got. That's lovely. Really pretty, and the lustre that's coming off that shell pearl. Talk me through these ones, Linda.
Well, those are using all of they're not using all of the eye-light, but they're using the eye-light chain. Basically in a very, very simple way. The bottom 4 are just literally taken from the chain of eye-light and then taken up and joined by a normal loop. So in other words, rather than wasting the gemstones, because obviously when you cut a chain, you appear to think, oh, I've wasted that gemstone, but you haven't, because you've got head pins and you've got eye pins in the kit.
Good point.
So just take the wire part of the gemstone chain out of the bead that you've cut off, and then replace it using a head pin or an eye pin, which is exactly what I've done there. So I haven't wasted one of those eye lights.
And that's lovely as well that you've used the smaller jump rings just as an extra silver detail.
Yeah, to be honest, it gives a little bit more movement when you use a jump ring at the base of an earring finding. Because it's got a bit of a bigger space to manoeuvre in, it gives more movement.
Yeah, they're really pretty, and the colour, the way that you've sort of colour combined with the tourmaline, they're beautiful, they're beautiful. I always want to go, maybe it's tourmaline. So that's what I just did. I'm going to come to that last because that's my fave. Mind you though, this is just fabulous. I think, do you know what, I'm going to put this on. Have a look at the bracelet after all. I'm going to put it on with my black dodgy top I'm wearing today, that I'm never wearing on screen again. I feel like I'm going to take off.
Oh, it's lovely if you like looking like a curtain.
With friends like Linda. Thanks for that, darling.
Well, no, it's sort of
a big nose curtain seems that I am today. Tell you what,
could have used that.
The compliments are coming in today.
You could have gone like that. Yeah, you could. Yeah.
To hide my big nose that someone texted in said a big nose.
Oh gosh.
Anyway, any road right there. And this is a necklace. We are still experiencing some queues there on the phone lines, but do hold the line and we will be with you pronto. Now that's lovely. It just gives a completely different element. I love the way you've used the long nuggets there.
Yeah, well, I've used most of the long nuggets in the first necklace because I just like the collar-like look that they give. And then with the tourmaline dropping from them and intermingled in like a little loop in there.
And with this one here, you have got the smaller ones at the back.
Yeah,
of the
I actually did take the time to do what Mark does, is to take them all off the strand and try and graduate them.
I do find that quite therapeutic.
It is very therapeutic, very, very therapeutic. I think we had a text in earlier, didn't we, about somebody who hadn't been well for a while and was making jewellery now.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, from my own experience, it helps, definitely.
Yeah, oh, yeah, me too, definitely, definitely. So what technique are you going to show to us?
Right, well, I think because we might have beginners watching, hopefully today, new customers watching.
And you do get a free booklet and DVD with your first purchase.
Shall we just do some of these little wrapped loops on the tourmaline that I've used both on that little drop pendant and on the earrings through to the jump ring. Okay?
That's the beauty of having so many eye pins and head pins in these
kits. It's a real bonus having both. Yeah. Having an eye pin and a head pin, it's a real bonus, and it makes the kit go so far. Tourmaline is one of my most, I just like the word tourmaline to start with.
Maybe it's tourmaline.
And then looking at the gemstone, again, it's all these jewel-like colours that I absolutely adore. So tourmaline is fantastic for making earrings with, because all of the colours of the tourmaline will work together so well that you don't have to colour code them. Yeah. You can if you want, but you know, I just think that they all work so very well together that's, yeah, they are like berry colours.
Ah, she ain't lost it. She's still got it, hasn't she?
Yeah,
there's life in the old girl yet.
Right, so
me getting her back for saying about the top being curved.
To do a sort of embroidered look to a gemstone using a head pin or an eye pin is just pop one of the gemstones that you're using onto either a head pin or an eye pin and let it drop down to the base. And then take your round nose pliers and place them right down by the gemstone, and exactly the same as I did previously, bend the eye pin away from you through 90 degrees, and then take the round nose pliers and a flick of the wrist and bring it round, okay, and then bring them over the top of the plier. Now, when I'm doing something like this, I like to sort of try and make as neat a job as possible. So when I'm putting them directly on to a jump ring, whether the jump ring is an opening one or a closed one, I like to wrap directly onto the jump ring. I don't open the jump ring at this point. So if you're using closed jump ring, this works really, really well. So pop the jump ring on and let it dangle into the little curve that you've just made on the head pin. Pop the very tips of your round nose pliers into that little curve as far as you can get it in. Let the gemstone just drop down from the little neck, and then firmly hold the pliers and and really start to pull down on the head pin, okay? So that you're creating, and this is when using your fingers comes into jewellery making. Keep on pulling it down very, very marginally, right? And wrapping it. So you can see there I'm forming a little sort of hat, as it were. Okay, so push it round as far as you possibly can, and then with that little bit of excess there, use the flat nose pliers, take it either side, and then tease that in. Okay, we're just teasing the excess in with the flat nose pliers so that we haven't cut it off, we haven't wasted it, we've just teased it in onto the little sort of beading cap that's on top of the gemstone. And then just continue to do that with as many gemstones as you want. You could probably get, what I've done in the past, I've absolutely covered a jump ring in the past with those. I've probably got 10 or 12 on them and completely covered it, and then I've got a little bit of an anchor then to stick onto an earring finding or not, and that looks gorgeous. It also looks gorgeous with them just dangling as they are on there. And then just attach it in the normal way to whatever next that you're going to use. But in this case, I was using an eye pin.
I'm just going to leave you there for a second. I'm just going to grab the pendant.
It's fine.
Bear with me a second.
So open the eye pin in exactly the same way as we've done with earring findings. Always open towards you. Take the jump ring, preferably with your pliers if you can do that, because it gives you a little bit more, as I said before, a little bit more control, I think is the word, and then close up the eye pin in exactly the same way as you opened it. And then you can then take another gemstone, I'll take one of the tourmaline that's here, pop it onto the eye pin, and then again we can then do another wrapped loop, bring it over, push it down towards the gemstone and just twist around the neck till it hits the head of the gemstone, and then keep pulling it down. The eye pins are made of a slightly different gauge. I think it's the next gauge up, so you'll notice the eye pins are a little bit stronger. So you may not be able to pull in with the flat nose pliers. If not, get your cutters and go in as near as possible to where it's finished, and just one clean sharp snip should then enable you to take your pliers back in and then pull it in. But there is a different tension on the eye pin. It's a slightly stronger gauge than the head pin. And then you can just attach that to whatever, a pendant or an earring, a bracelet charm. But it's just a decorative way to use your head and eye pins on top of beads. And you can use that with any shape bead that you like.
And that's really beautiful, and the silver against the sheen of the tourmaline as well looks really classy. As with all of the kits and everything that Linda has made in the show, including the bundle and then her challenge, which we need to see your challenge. Right. We've got loads to do. We'll have them photographed and put up onto the website. Now, while Sheila's setting up her challenge, and we still need to read out the Wall of Fame, about to do these pendants, okay? That kit, there's still a few available of those. Hold the line for those. Now, these pendants we were hoping to launch earlier, it couldn't because of technical difficulties. We're doing them now. So, this is shell on the back and then shell on the front, but you've got a mosaic feel of this abalone, or power shell as it's also referred to, and you're going to get 6 of these in these gorgeous trapezoid, try saying that when you've done a 4-hour show, trapezoid shaped pendants, and they're measuring 34 by 27 millimeters each. Now I'm going to hold one up to my neckline so you can get a perspective of size on this as well. Look at the elegance of those. The sheen. Right, they're brand new in. We've still got those to get through the next few minutes of the live show. So I was amazed that these are going to be going as low as they are, but they're on an introductory offer, which just means it's manager's discretion. They can put the prices up whenever they like to, just like within the retail world, wherever you are, prices can change all the time. They are going on a special introductory offer today, so if you're tempted, grab them. You do get 6 of these in a pack. I do think they look gorgeous when you start to join them together. $9.95 for all 6, and they are beautiful. The sheen on them, I mean, you could always do a necklace with this on the back, maybe a little bit wire detail, and wear that on the other way around. And they are interchangeable. The details of those will stay up on your screen. They are absolutely gorgeous. Okay, while those details are up on your screen, let's have a quick look at the pieces Linda has made today, and then we'll have as much of a look as we can on the Wall of Fame entries. So, Linda, quickly talk us through that necklace. Oh my word, it's gorgeous.
That's just using the chain. Obviously, I have to work fairly quickly on air, but you know, at home I would take a lot more time and probably have time to think more through a design, but just using the chain as a focal point and then using an asymmetric design and bringing up the jasper.
The jasper and the quartz together look amazing, that multicolour quartz.
Yeah, that quartz is really, really pretty. It's very soft and elegant. And then the necklace here on the long bust is simply using the chain that was in the findings kit and making it into a gemstone chain by using the eye pins in the findings kit and attaching to pieces. I thought the whole thing was coming down there. Attaching each gemstone to the chain in sort of 20 chain drop chunks, which is a very delicate necklace, but very wearable for sort of every day, really. It'd go with most things. And then the jasper and tiger's eye necklace here. I've just done a little bit of wire work with some chocolate brown wire work across one of those jaspers to form a pendant, and then dropped some of the tiger's eye here just from the curve of that pendant.
That is stunning, isn't it?
And just bringing the curve that's actually on the pendant, trying to bring it down at the drop part of the tiger's eye as well, to sort of bring that out of the actual necklace itself, bringing it and dropping it down into fresh air. And then the other chain I've just used in just put one of those.
That colour of the rose gold, that colour of quartz,
absolutely. I think that pretty sagey green works really well with the rose gold, and I've just thought that chain was so nice, so pretty, that perhaps just dropping a charm there, but you could drop charms on all of those diamond-shaped links that would look really good. That's the type of chain that you could make into a well-known type of charm bracelet, couldn't you? Because you can keep adding as many as you want. And then the earrings are just graduated drops using the red agate and using a tiger's eye, just in a straight drop directly from the eye pins.
Absolutely exquisite. Linda, thank you so much. Okay, huge apologies, folks. We haven't got time, as we've only got 40 seconds left, to get through the rest of the Wall of Fames. Okay, here's the deal. Jack, you're floor managing tomorrow. On your head be it. Top 2 rows that we haven't had a chance to go through will be seen tomorrow. Definitely read out tomorrow. In fact, can the presenter tomorrow, whoever it is, read out, therefore, 12 tomorrow? Get through 12 Wall of Fames, because usually we get through, oh, actually, no, forget that, there's usually 16. So, pardon? 24. 24 Wall of Fames tomorrow?
Wow.
24 Wall of Fames tomorrow. Maybe it might just be names and numbers. It'll be at Jack and Deanna's discretion. I'll see you back on Monday. Linda will be back with you Sunday. You're fabulous, even if you have said I'm wearing a curtain. Take care, everyone. Have a lovely weekend. Bye. Bye.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day from 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756 or FreeSat 807. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new jewellery maker hobby.